has pushed this country and how low we have fallen. Kudos to Mayor Johnson, and thank you. I'll be right back.
Paid actor portrayal.
I didn't see it coming. Life can be so unpredictable. After losing my dad, it made me think about my family if something were to happen to me. The mortgage, car payments, and all the other bills. Even things like our annual summer vacation would be out of reach. I had heard about life insurance through Ethos and how easy it was to get coverage. They were right. I knew it was time to stop putting it off and get life insurance right now. I got on my computer and went to ethoslife.com. In just 10 minutes, I was covered. And boom, family protected. Thanks to Ethos, my family won't have to worry about the bills if the unpredictable happens to me.
Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's GETETHOS.com.
The journey continues. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Football on KSBP AM and FM and KSBPTV.com. Tonight, your Bulldogs return home to the Bulldog Bowl to take on the Wildcats of Lovington. Bulldog Football on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSBP and online at KSBPTV.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sandy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on to the action.
Hey, Bulldog fans, Joby Hodling here, joined by Coach Jeremy Maupin of the Artesia Bulldog football team, and welcome to Friday night. We've got another big game tonight, Coach, but let's talk about last week's win. What a great win for your program, for you guys as coaches, and it's for the team against one of the best teams, if not the best team, besides you guys in the state, in the Cleveland Storm. Talk about that game.
Yeah, I mean, the Storm, they've won a lot of championships in 6A since they become a school, and they were ranked number one, really good football team, well coached, and our guys have kind of put this one on the calendar. They wanted to be one of the first teams to beat these guys, from Artesia, and so I thought we had an exceptional week last week in practice, and our guys came out focused. We had a really good game plan. I feel like especially Coach Rodriguez and what he's doing on our defense is huge, and just what he's got those guys doing and how they're playing, and just came out, and I thought we kind of hit them in the mouth. We had a big sack, on their first drive, and then forced a punt, and then we're able to drive down the field. Nye had a really good game getting out of the pocket and making some plays. Ethan Kahn had a huge game at slot. Isaac Casadas looked good at slot. And then we did something we haven't been able to do a lot against them, actually, is we ran the ball pretty well. Had over 100 yards rushing and some various different ways. And I think having somebody like Ricky Armendariz on the line, he helps us get some movement there, and Fisher and Omar and the experience we have there. So excited about how our O-line played. Nye played well, and then on defense, I thought we kind of showed them a lot of different things, and they kind of came out in the second half and said, we're just going to go tempo and show we're a little bit bigger and faster than some of our guys, and I thought they had a good game plan in the second half, and luckily we were able to kind of match that on the other side of the ball. Special teams made a difference, had a big 2-point conversion at the very beginning, and kind of showed them something we hadn't shown them before and made them waste a timeout. And then, at the end of the game there, our defense came out, got a big stop at the end, and allowed us to actually knee out the clock on the third one there. So excited about where we are right now, but we know we got Lovington coming in this week, and excited about that opportunity as well.
Well, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to in the last 6, 7 days, 8 days that have said that was the best game they'd ever saw.
Oh.
You know, they just compared it to being, well, a lot of people told me best game they've ever seen, and it was a great game, and congratulations on the win. But you're moving on now. You're 5-0. You're coming off of that big win, and as you said, probably a lot of your kids were circling that and saying, we want to be the first team to get the victory over Cleveland. They accomplished that, but they are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, and then you go straight from that big win into a week of homecoming, and against a perennial foe that, even though they're not in our district any longer in football, still a big game for the Bulldogs taking on the Lovington Wildcats. Talk about what you guys as a coaching staff did this week during practice to get your young men ready, coming off the big win and coming into a really hectic homecoming week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it started Friday night after the game. I mean, we said, hey, we're going to celebrate tonight, but we're going to come in and be focused in the morning. And our goal, you don't put a big blue C on the press box every year. That wasn't our team goal. It was one of our team goals, but it's not the ultimate goal of winning a championship. And so we said we got to turn around and refocus quick. And there's a lot of things this week. I think a lot of people forget there's a game during homecoming, and people plan things and do things not for the game. They do it for the parade or whatever you got going on. So just a lot of things that are distractions. And so we just really tried to make sure that we made it as normal week as practice as we could. We put in some new things, so they had to be a little bit more focused on some things that we're going to try this week. And we know, kind of the same way that we told our kids about Lovington is probably the same message that those guys are getting over there, that they're going to come and try to, slay the giant and get after us and do some things different. And we're expecting a lot of different looks and different things. Coach Gonzalez does a good job over there. And so we've kind of just told our guys, like, it's move on. It's the next week. We're not looking ahead. We're not looking in the past. We're looking at, one day, 1 week at a time. And I think our guys had a really good week of practice, and we're excited about the opportunity to play the Wildcats.
All right, Bulldog fans, we are getting ready at the top of the hour for just that, the homecoming football game. But before that, we're going to have another interview with the scout team coach, talk about Lovington more in depth. And, of course, we've got the player interviews. And then football, 7 o'clock. Stay right here. If you're not already at the bowl, but you're coming, come on. If you're not able to go, then stay right here, KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio. Go Bulldogs!
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas, so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
For 5 generations, La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has been home of awesome comfort food for locals and tourists alike. All of our recipes are tried and tested, many for years before becoming part of the menu. La Fonda Restaurant only uses fresh ingredients, and our portions will fill you up. The September margarita of the month is strawberry. Doesn't that sound refreshing? $5 all month long at La Fonda Restaurant in downtown Artesia.
Hello folks, Martin here from PRMI in Artesia, your hometown lender. Have you been on the fence lately about purchasing or refinancing a home? I know it's a big decision, and the interest rates are playing a huge part in that. I'm here to let you know I understand your concern and would like to talk to you about your options. There are financing products available that may suit your budget, and I'm the person to talk to. I offer a personal service, fast approval process, and a knowledgeable support staff. So call me at 575-749-6278 and let's discuss your options.
PRMI NMLS 3094 is an equal housing lender.
I'm Mike Elliott, the outreach pastor here at Faith Baptist Church. One of the ministries I have the privilege of overseeing is our community groups. Through our community groups, we have the opportunity to reach out to people within our community who don't attend our church, as well as reach out to people who are new to our church so they can become more involved with what we're doing. We have one couple within our church that shared with me that shortly after coming to our church, they were invited to join a community group. They accepted the invitation, and then shortly thereafter, they both accepted Christ as Savior, were baptized, and now they're fully engaged in our church. Through this ministry, we have the opportunity to live out our faith within our community and within our church.
Years to come. But more importantly, Mac Energy Corporation is committed to being an advocate of the communities around us. We invest in community initiatives that focus on youth, education, and innovative projects that address local issues. To learn more about Mac Energy, our affiliates, and our commitment to our youth and communities, visit us at mec.com.
Most of the problems that people have with plants comes down to basic farm management. That means knowing what to plant and when to plant it. Hi, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. Planting at the wrong time usually leads to disappointment and heartache, sort of like your first love. But planting at the right moment puts Mother Nature on your side, and that makes growing things easier and a whole lot more fun. So before you plant anything, come to see us at Roswell Seed, or just give it a try and hope for the best. It gives me a chance to say, I told you so.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
All right, welcome back here to the pregame show. Homecoming week. I've got Coach Andy Lopez here with me, and Coach, you guys taking on the Lovington Wildcats. I talked to Coach Maupin about this. Perennial foe for the Bulldogs. Used to be in our district. Now they're a level below us, but always a tough program to play for the Bulldogs. You add to that, it's homecoming. So, and come off a big win against Cleveland. But you're still going to play, and the Bulldogs are going to be ready. Let's talk about the Lovington Wildcats and what the fans can expect to see here at the top of the hour. Let's start with their offense. How are they sized? What can we expect? What kind of sets? And how about their speed?
Up front, I would say is probably one of their strength is their O-line. They got some good-looking bodies. I wouldn't say, they're not as big as Cleveland was, so that's always a plus, but no one's that big. Skill-wise, though, they got a good set of skill-wise. They're a spread team. They really want to spread you out and try to throw the ball as much as they can. They definitely are heavy pass, but they still do run the ball a little bit. They've had some pretty good quarterbacks in the past. This guy's not quite as athletic as the last two, but he's still a pretty good athlete. And all around, their skill guys are pretty athletic too. Most of them play defense as well, so I look to get the ball to them, I'm sure, a ton, and protect that quarterback a little bit.
All right, well, let's talk about their defense. You say a lot of them do get to play some defense. A lot of two-way starters then.
A lot of rotators too. Maybe not necessarily starters, but they all dabble in. Like I know one of their better slots is also one of their better linebackers. And safeties play a little slot and wide out, so they do have some talent. They just don't have quite the same depth as bigger schools do.
Okay. Well, on the defensive side, what kind of front do you expect to see, and what kind of coverage do you guys expect to see against our? And we're hard to play because we can run and pass, and probably pretty even across the board. But what are you guys expecting based on your scout team?
The last couple times we played them, they've come out in something different. So honestly, we could see them coming out in anything. We practice against a little bit of both, so we could see them coming out in 1 high, 2 high, 0. So I think they'll just do what they can to keep us on our toes a little bit.
And you're talking about that's in their secondary?
Yes, sir.
And how about their defensive front? Do they do a 3-4, 4-3, or I know what has been their base this year?
They've actually been running out a lot of a 4-man front, but last year they did the same thing, but played us in a 3-man. So we'll wait and see. But it could be a 4-1, could be a 3-3, could be a 3-2. Like I said, they're pretty multiple in what they do, and it always seems like, kind of you said, everyone always plays us a little bit different. So just be ready to get after whatever they give us.
Ready to read what you see. Lastly, let's talk about their special teams. It seems like I remember, and I may be wrong, but do they have some stuff that they try to do special team wise that are instead of just straight at you?
They do. They really take a lot of pride in their special teams, which I've always kind of respected, especially coming from a small school. They do some things where they'll just directly come at you, but they have some good coaches down there that want to try to do different things. I don't want to say as gimmicky, but they do a good job, I think, watching film and trying to see, where some people kick the ball, maybe those tendencies. So I just kind of look to them to do something maybe a little more out of the box than usual, I guess.
Try to counteract you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Bulldog fans, top of the hour, we've got the Bulldog football game. It's homecoming week, taking on the Lovington Wildcats. You probably knew that, but if you didn't, now you do. We'll see you at the top of the hour. Got some Bulldog interviews coming up here in pregame, and then football, Friday Night Lights. Go Bulldogs.
Go Dogs.
This segment brought to you by Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Land Realtors in Artesia, proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
To be a champion, each team member must do their part to help the team win. That is true in business too. Edge Safety and Services LLC want to do their part to help your business win. They specialize in several field services: sandblasting, coating steamers, pressure washing, repairs, and cleanouts. Edge Safety also offers drug and alcohol screening and on-site services and safety trainings to make you better. Edge Safety and Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Hi, this is Social Norman. DWI is socially unacceptable. Nearly all drivers feel it's unacceptable to drink, then drive. Drinking drivers, let's rehearse. All together now. Good morning, nurse. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Arrive alive. Don't drink and drive. Heed the warnings. DWI, you have a lot to lose. Allow life to thrive. Don't drink and drive. This message brought to you by the Eddy County DWI program.
Devon Energy is proud to support Artesia High School athletic programs. By partnering with Artesia, we're making an investment in the long-term future of our community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From our team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Bulldogs from Devon Energy.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Your friends at Artesia Ford Sales have been doing their best to find a great selection of new and quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs so you can get what you need when you need it. While brand new vehicles may be hard to get, there are some great used vehicles out there if you know where to look. That's what the staff at Artesia Ford Sales does every day. Hunt down quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs, so what you need is most likely on the Artesia Ford lot right now. Check out the website daily, or better yet, stop by and tell them what you're looking for and let them do the hunting for you. Artesia Ford Sales, helping folks get the vehicles they need for over 57 years.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Andrew Rodriguez. I'm a senior. I'm number 31. I played safety. I'm also involved in baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Carlo. My favorite football team is the Colts, and my favorite part of being Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is Jacob Ortega. I'm number 32. I'm a junior. I play corner. I'm also involved with track. My favorite teacher is Ms. Zubia. My favorite football team.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
My name is Andrew Rodriguez. I'm a senior. I'm number 31. I played safety. I'm also involved in baseball. My favorite teacher is Miss Carlo. My favorite football team is the Colts, and my favorite part of being Bulldog is the traditions.
My name is Jacob Ortega. I'm number 32. I'm a junior. I play corner. I'm also involved with track. My favorite teacher is Ms. Zubia. My favorite football team is the Chiefs. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the tradition.
My name is Hayden Harcrow. I'm number 35. I'm a junior and I play safety. I'm also involved with track. My favorite teacher is Miss Barley. My favorite football team is the Denver Broncos. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Mike Aguirre. I'm number 60. I'm a junior. My position is defensive tackle. I'm also involved in track. My favorite teacher is Coach Bickle. My favorite football team is the Green Bay Packers, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is the dog pile.
My name is Fernando Lira. My number is 83. I am a junior. I play wide receiver. I'm also involved in track and National Honor Society. My favorite teacher is Mr. Taylor. My favorite football team is, right now, is the Baltimore Ravens. My favorite part about being a Bulldog is winning.
My name is Caden Beauregard. I'm a junior. I play wideout. I'm also involved in baseball, and my favorite teacher is Coach Bickle. My favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys, and my favorite part about being a Bulldog is my teammates.
This segment brought to you by Artesia Ford.
Every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Sandy Stockton is right here in Artesia to help you select the right protection at the right price. Sandy will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Sandy Stockton, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Arts Center offers information on local and area history. The Art Annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Arts Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
A night of music that'll bring you joy. Compassion presents We Are Messengers Where the Joy Is tour with special guest Cochran and Company and Ben Fuller. Sunday, October 15th in Carlsbad at Walter Gerald's Performing Arts Center. We Are Messengers Where the Joy Is tour with Cochran and Company and Ben Fuller. Tickets are available now at wearemessengersmusic.com.
Hello, everyone. We have a very special event that we want to share with you. On Sunday, September 24th, Women for a Better Artesia and Faith Baptist Church will be hosting a free screening of the movie Sound of Freedom. This remarkable movie tells a story of courage, faith, and freedom. And we believe it's a film that will touch your heart and inspire your soul. Sound of Freedom is a gripping and powerful film that sheds a light on the harrowing reality of human trafficking and the relentless pursuit of justice.
So we cordially invite you, your friends, and family to join us for this special screening. It's an opportunity for our community to come together and experience this story, which is difficult but so full of hope. Please join us Sunday, September 24th at 5 p.m. Doors open at 4:30. Child care will be provided for ages infant to 10. Please pre-register by texting the word FREEDOM to 68878. We would like to extend our gratitude to our sponsors and partners who are making this opportunity possible. Their support reflects the community's commitment to a better and safer world for all of us. We look forward to seeing you there.
You've been at this for 12 years. Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale.
Don't give up.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years,
Good evening,
40
Bulldog
years?
fans. Joe
What does the
Holland
future
here
look like?
at the Bulldog Bowl, joined by Josh Howard, our statistician. He's going to be on the color with me tonight. First thing I want to tell you is that Robbie Blue's dad, Ronald, is in the hospital this evening, and Robbie's there with him. So I want to remember them in our prayers tonight. But Robbie's here in spirit, and he'll probably be watching the game, probably listening right now, would be my guess, Josh. But
yep.
Beautiful night here at Bulldog Bowl, Josh, and we've got the Lovington Wildcats here for homecoming.
Yeah, Lovington Wildcats are coming in tonight, 3-2 record. They started off the year playing Roswell. They lost 45-18, so that's a common opponent. And then they played a Texas team in Seminole, and they lost the first 2 games, but they're on a 3-game winning streak now, beating Santa Teresa, and Hobbs was a big win for them. They won 26-23 against Hobbs, and then last week a big win against another Texas team in Denver City, 51-48. So they lost their first 2, but they're on a 3-game winning streak now coming into the Bulldog Bowl tonight.
You know, playing those Texas teams and playing Hobbs, which is 6A, and Lovington, of course, 4A, is a big deal. It's kind of like Artesia. Lovington has always tried to play the best teams they can get during their pre-district schedule, and sometimes I've seen them go into district 0-6,
Yeah.
and then win state championship. I think that has happened before. I'm not positive, but I think it has happened. In any case, Lovington Wildcats always a test for the Bulldogs, even though we're not in the same classification in football any longer. We've been foes for a long, long time, and they bring a great crowd. They've got their band. They've got their cheerleaders, and they're coming off that big win last week against Denver City, a tough Texas team. It was just a 3-point win for them, and the high-scoring affair, as you said.
Yeah.
But the Bulldogs coming off a big win last week as well. We took on Cleveland right here in the bowl, and if you don't know this happened, then you've been hiding somewhere if you're a Bulldog fan, because
Absolutely.
the Artesia Bulldogs get the big win over the Cleveland Storm. First time in our history we've beaten them. They're a newish school in the state of New Mexico, but they almost instantly became perennial type champions, and they've got a lot of championships under their belt. Before last week, they'd only lost to 3 New Mexico schools since 2019, regardless of class, and I think we're the only 5A school that plays them. And so, we've been losing to them, and you think about it, they're about double, if not triple, our enrollment. And we shouldn't beat schools like that.
Right.
But we do on a regular basis. We beat Hobbs again this year. We beat Carlsbad. So a big win for the Artesia Bulldogs.
Well, I think the fun thing, too, about beating them last week, all this week, everywhere you go, that's what people want to talk about. And that's what I love about Artesia football. They're on board, and they love their Artesia Bulldogs.
And all you got to do is look around here at the bowl if you're here, and you've got your bumper to bumper, your elbow to elbow, your shoulder to shoulder, all the way. And then we've taken up almost a full section of the visitor side as well. The Bulldog fans are always like this, but we're on a roll. Year over year, it's like this in Artesia, as you said. But we're on a roll. They even come out of hiding. Some that maybe don't come every time, now they're here because of all the excitement. So it was a big win for Artesia last week. And I asked Coach Maupin this week, and if you were watching earlier, you saw this interview, but about that, how you as a coach, how did he and his coaching staff handle coming off a big win? Is this a trap week? Plus, you got homecoming, and there's a lot of distractions with homecoming anyway. But he felt confident. He said the team had great practices, that he told them, and the coaching staff talked to him Friday night after that win and said, we're going to enjoy this tonight, but starting tomorrow, we're all about Lovington. That's all they had on their mind.
Well, I think it's important. I think that's why we always take the ball, but I think it's good that we take the ball and get started fast. I think that'll help us with our energy.
And we are getting the ball. We won the toss, and the Bulldogs elected to receive. Lovington elected to defend the south goal, so they're going to be kicking from there. My guess is they won't kick it to us deep, probably some kind of a squib or a pop fly or maybe just an outright onside from the Lovington Wildcats. But number 18 is their kicker, and looks like he's the one holding his hand up.
Justin Allen, he's a freshman.
So a freshman kicker.
Kicking for Lovington tonight.
If you're watching on the radio, the Bulldogs in solid orange with the black outlines, black numbers. Here's the kick, and he is going to squib it up to the front guy on the left side. That's number 17, Casadas. He's looking for a hole. He's got one. Oh, they face mask him. There's the flag.
Yep.
So that's going to be a 15-yarder, plus he's all the way on the Lovington side to their 43.
Yeah, Casadas just picked up the ball, and he saw a hole, and he said, I'm taking it, and got all the way up to the 43-yard line on their side, plus the penalty. So we'll have great starting position.
Lovington wearing white jerseys, their blue pants or white helmets with blue stuff on their white helmets. Bulldogs, of course, in their iconic orange, all solid orange helmet. And they're going to mark that off from the 43, and I think it was the 15-yard variety. I was looking away, and I didn't see the white hat, but yeah, it is. It was personal foul, face mask. His head got jerked sideways as he went through there.
All the way around to the side. It was an obvious one.
It was pretty obvious. Yeah, we're way up here in the press box, and we saw it pretty clearly. All right, so the Bulldogs break the huddle with Nia Estrada at the quarterback. We're going to come out, looks like, and they're going to be in a formation package. They are. As the receivers really get wide over here. Kahn is really stretched out. The slot, Seiss all the way almost to the sideline. Of course, Galindo in the backfield to the right of Nia Estrada. Takes a look over the defense. They're kind of coming up on the line like they might try to rush 5. Got 2 linebackers stepping up inside. Estrada takes the snap, going to hand it off. Galindo bursts through on the left side. He's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Yeah, and we really let those 2 linebackers on the other side kind of come through. I guess we had a plan there to get up to the next level, and the linemen did a great job.
So the backside is where those 2 were. I said they were on the inside, but really they were on the backside from where that play went.
Right, and we ran to the weak side, which was a perfect call.
All right, so we break the huddle again. We did huddle. We've been known to just go no huddle, but this time we did come out and huddle. Lovington again showing a blitz as Estrada will take the snap. He drops, line picks up everybody. We got a throw over the middle to Ethan Kahn. Touchdown Bulldogs. Second play of the ball game. And the Artesia Bulldogs, just like that, Kahn goes right by single coverage. 6-0 Bulldogs.
And that was a beautiful, beautiful throw by Nia Estrada. He led him, lofted it up. There was air under the ball, and Ethan just ran right underneath it for the touchdown.
You know, I say this every week. Robbie and I talk about it. They come up in man coverage, our quarterbacks, and I don't know that was meant to be. We're going to run an odd-looking two-point conversion, and we got it. Boy, yeah. Coming out of the stance from the holding position was Casadas, yeah. And he takes a snap under center, and they just bowl through for the two-point conversion. 8-0 Bulldogs.
Seems like every week we have something different on our extra point that people have to look at.
Yeah, they got to think about it and play for it. We're going to go ahead and take a break. 11:15 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Artesia over the Lovington Wildcats.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, welcome back. That touchdown presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. All right, Jacob Harris will line it up on the X. See what the Bulldogs do here. Josh, you mentioned we hadn't seen that two-point conversion before, and we're always throwing something new. We'll see how we're going to kick it high. Pop fly to the right side, coming up and catching it at about the 18. It's at 16 is number 26, and the Bulldogs are going to get to him. He's going to pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah, that was Elijah Rivero. Came up and caught the ball. I thought he might call fair catch because of how high the ball was kicked, but good job by the coverage team.
Yeah, they got down there pretty quick, and he was able to squirt through the first guy and pick up about 5 yards. So Lovington's first offensive series here will start at their own 22-yard line. The quarterback is senior Wyatt Gomez, 6'1", 175-pound senior. His running back is Cayman Ochoa, number 24, and they run a similar offense to us. They're going to try to throw it a lot, throw more than they will run, and they start off here with an X-back on the left side. They're going to slot and a wide out the other side. Bulldogs showing man coverage in a pistol formation. Snap is back. He's going to turn and hand it off. Bulldogs bury him at the 22, no gain.
And that was just good penetration by our defensive line. Caden Grantham there at the nose just blew the center all the way back into the backfield and really kind of stifled that run.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 as he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, was Ochoa. 10:48 to go here in the first quarter. If you're just now joining us, 8-0 Artesia. Scoring 2 plays, we get a big kickoff return plus the face mask. Run the ball to the left side for 4 yards and then throw a straight go route to our slot on the right side for the touchdown. All right, snap is back. He's going to turn, keep the ball. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be, I thought it might have been picked off. Bulldogs were all over that.
Rodriguez, number 22, was all on that one. He was reading his eyes, and he just went right to the ball.
Yeah, also in coverage over there for the Bulldogs was number 21, David Hammond.
Yeah.
And he was the corner that was on him. He tried a quick slant. He stuck the ball in his tailback's belly. Ochoa pulled it quickly and threw it. And Hammond was right there. And like you said, coming from kind of a Lobo, but they've been moving Rodriguez around quite a bit, has the coaching staff, and there were actually 3 Bulldogs there.
Yeah, I think he was the outside backer on that play and just kind of read the quarterback's eyes.
All right, so 3rd down. Bulldogs is going to rush 3. They flood the route over here on this right side. It's going to be caught all the way up to about the 26-yard line. Good job there by number 6.
Yeah, that was a good catch by DeMarcus Thompson. He had to keep his feet in bounds and just stretched out for the ball. It was a really good catch.
4th down and a long 5. Looks like their punting unit will come in. Great job by the defense. He kind of did a little push route there, just stopped on the sideline. To me, it looked like he only kept 1 foot in, but that's all you got to do in high school.
That's all you got to do, yep.
And he did a good job to do that. Number 5 back to punt. And he's looking over there. They may try to run something here. We'll see. They're bringing number 3 in motion. He doesn't do anything with it. Kick is away. Bulldogs it's kicking it away from the Bulldog offense, and so that'll go out of bounds over at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he almost has a rugby kind of style kick there and just trying to get the roll. He did a good job keeping away from Armendariz back there.
Yeah, he punted it on purpose away from him. It appeared to me and to you. Keep it away from our return team, which not a bad idea.
Nope.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Artesia Bulldogs at their own 34-yard line. Again, good starting field position here on their second series offensively. A formation. Kahn and Seiss to this side. It looks like Casadas and Duran to the short side of the field, which is far across there as they're on the far hash, the left hash, going from the north to the south. Snap is back, turn and hand it off. Galindo breaks through the line again, picks up about 4 yards. Same thing we saw in the first set. Actually, he's going to get 5 with forward momentum.
Yeah, it was a good job by our offensive line. They got a good initial push, and one of the defensive linemen just came off, number 58 there. Valente Herrera made the tackle, made a good tackle.
And I don't see him. There he is. Valente Herrera. Yeah, 6'3", 260 is what they've got him listed at. Big young man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2nd down and a long 5. It was a little short of being a full 5-yard. We're going to run a little pitch to, is that Casadas? It is. Yes. He goes around the right side. He's got a lot, and he goes down. He steps out of bounds back at about the 43-yard line. Great pickup.
Yeah, they actually had the play kind of sniffed out there at the beginning. They had a guy come up the field, but Casares was able to get around him and make a good gain.
So the ball, he did step out of bounds back at the Lovington 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 from there. 9:31 to go here in the first quarter. 8-0 Bulldogs. A formation look, ball in the near hash now. Estrada takes a long look. He's got guys flooded up on the right side, the Lovington Wildcats. He's going to change the play. They were in straight man with man free, and they're going to come back into that. He's going to turn, hand it off. Breaking, trying to get outside and not getting there, and that time they brought that backside guy and he got through.
Yeah, he played a lot better that time. He got about a yard upfield and then he went flat down the line to make the tackle on Galindo. That was DeMarcus Thompson, made a great play there.
So a loss of 1. That was a loss of yardage on 1st down. 2nd down and 11. I thought maybe he would change that to a straight go route.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, hit Ethan Kahn again maybe.
Yeah, but he changed. He looked like he changed the play to that running play away from that pressure. But as you said, he did a better job, got into the backfield. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Kahn going to scoot in a little bit. Ball in the middle of the field this time. Estrada takes a snap in the shotgun. Bulldogs do a great job blocking. That pass just got away from him, sails over the head out of bounds.
Yeah, it was our standard out play that we usually hit every time, and he just threw it over his head.
So the incompletion brings up 3rd and 11 with 8:47 to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs lead 8-0. This is our 2nd possession. Lovington has had 1 and went 3 and out. Bulldogs scored in 2 plays on their first possession, but have hit a stall here as we got a 3rd and 11. We're going to stay in the, boy, this is man free again, and you see Casada, you see Duran, Casadas, Kahn, and I can't tell who, it might be number 89 on this whiteout on this side, but might see a go right here as Casadas is going to split it out a little bit, and we'll see if Estrada doesn't look to the right and then throw it over the top to Casadas. He looks over to the right, and he's going to have to scramble away from pressure. There's a flag down. Goes over the left side. It's caught by, who is that?
That's
Juan
Duran.
Diego Duran. But there is a flag down in that area where sometimes you see a hold.
Yeah, well, and when he started scrambling, that's usually when you see a hold. The linemen try to grab on when the D-line start running with the quarterback.
So good pressure that time and pretty good coverage as he didn't get it away quickly. Had to roll to his left. It is an offensive holding. Let's see, and it's back at the 44-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats. If they take it, it'll be 3rd and longer. If they don't take it, it'll be 4th and 5.
I imagine they're going to take this because they know we're probably going to go for it, but we'll see. We'll see what they do.
The white hat's still looking like he doesn't know if we're going to mark it off or not. And so it looks like they are going to mark it off. So it'll be 3rd and long for the Artesia Bulldogs. 10-yard penalty takes it back into Bulldog territory. Well, I guess it was 10 yards. He marked it from the spot. I thought he went a little further. But all right, so 3rd down and a long way for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 21. And, of course, we got that in our playbook.
Yeah, we do.
They got 2 safeties over the top. They do show like they're bringing everybody up the middle, but their middle linebacker does back up. He's going to look and coming in hard and getting the sack. The Bulldogs give up a sack. We haven't seen much of that this year.
And that's DeMarcus Thompson again. And I think why he's giving us trouble is he's fast. He's a wide receiver on offense, and they have him at that defensive end position, and he's just getting around our offensive lineman. He's faster than they are.
All right, so the punt here for the Bulldogs. We haven't seen a lot of these this year, but we have had to punt some. Our senior middle linebacker, Diego Wesson, one of the inside backers, is our punter. And the Lovington Wildcats look like they're going to try to bring some pressure here. They only got 1 man back. Snap is back. They do bring some pressure. He gets a nice punt away. It's going to bounce. We'll see if he tries to catch it. He does. Bulldogs all over him. He picks it up, and he will fall forward for about 1.5 yards, and that's number 13 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's Zadrick Betancourt. And that was a dangerous pickup because he had defenders right around him, but he did a good job getting a few yards.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Their second time on offense. They're going from the south to the north here, if you're watching on the radio. And by the way, thanks for tuning in. We've got a capacity crowd. I mean, you look around the edges, we've got people standing all the way, not all the way around, but a good way around on the pathway up on the rails, and then a full crowd here.
This is a good homecoming crowd tonight.
All right, they got the running back to the right of the quarterback. He turns and throws the out route over to the left side, and good job by the Bulldogs, but he breaks away down the sidelines before he's pulled out of bounds, and that'll be a pickup close to a 1st down.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good route. It was a little inside of him, and Johnson came up to make a tackle, and that shifty receiver there, number 26, he just kind of got away from him and got good yardage up the sideline.
Elijah Rivera, he's a 5'7", 140-pound sophomore. He's just about 1 yard short. 2nd down and 1 for the Wildcats as Gomez gets ready to break him out of the huddle. The quarterback for the Lovington Wildcats going to go in an A formation look. Actually, they're going to stack their receivers on either side. Their running back, Ochoa, to the left. He's going to fake the handoff, throw it over here to number 26, goes through his hands. Bulldogs have played that pretty good. Probably would have been a loss, so it might be good that it went through his hands.
Yeah, that looked like they might be setting something up for later on, maybe a double pass there on that play.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 1. Bulldog defense, see if they can come up big here, get a sack or something like that, because they may go for it even though it's on their own 31. The offense for the Lovington Wildcats. They're high scoring, as indicated by last week's game against the Denver City team out of Texas.
Yeah.
All
51 points. That's
a lot
good.
of points. All right, Gomez takes a snap. He's going to turn, fake the handoff, throw it over the middle, and that's going to be intercepted. Bulldogs ball going the other direction. Looks like it is Amendadas, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to pitch it to number 20. He's looking to get around number 3. He's not going to be able to do it. He's going to spin away from him and get down inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line.
And there's a lot going on in that play. The quarterback kind of threw it inside of the receiver behind him a little bit, and Armendariz was right there to make the pick. He knew he was going to get tackled and pitch it off the Rascon.
All right, that interception was huge, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. 1st and 10 Artesia at the 27-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats.
Our defense is very opportunistic this year. We get a lot of turnovers and make a lot of plays on defense.
Really do. It's really fun to watch when everything's clicking, and has been so far this year for the Bulldogs, from special teams to offense and defense. Man, they're really good. It's fun to watch. All right, snap is back. They try to bring 6. They get a little pressure. We're going to throw it over the top. Touchdown, Artesia. Oh, he dropped it. Hit him in the belly, but he did have to twist. It was a tough play, and I thought he had reeled it in, but it was Casadas out there.
Well, I think Nye saw that safety was sitting right in the middle, and so he kind of threw it to the inside on the hash there, and he made a good job adjusting to the ball, but just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, maybe the ground when he hit the turf as he fell backwards jostled it, but whatever the case, incomplete. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the Lovington 27-yard line. Ball on the far hash. Kahn and Seiss to this side. Seiss may be looking for something right here. He's really spread out. Kahn is going to spread this way too. They do have a 2-safety look this time. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back, going to turn, hand it off. Galindo will burst into the middle. He'll pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5.
Yeah, that was just a good run up the middle. Our offensive line did a really good job taking care of that front defensive line there.
Lovington really doing a good job stepping up, and we've seen Galindo kind of burst into the secondary in a lot of those plays. Lovington doing a good job tackling him. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Snap is back, going to run a speed option. He's going to pitch it to Galindo. He's going to look to get around that corner, which he does. He's down inside the 10, 5, makes 2 men miss, 3 men miss. Touchdown, Artesia.
Wow, we've been seeing it week after week. Galindo is shifty. He makes really good moves. He's got good speed. And I think we were hitting him up the middle, and then we said, all right, let's go outside, and I think we caught him off guard.
Yeah, his speed is great. And then he's so shifty, using your word.
Right.
He just sidesteps people. He's slippery. And we'll go out of the swinging gate, now swing into the PAT. But like you said, we've been introducing new stuff every week.
You never know what's going to happen.
So you never know if this will just be a regular PAT or if it'll be fake and go for 2. Casadas is doing the holding. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. Kick looked good from here. And it was. Artesia Bulldogs now lead 15-0 with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
That touchdown drive presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. All right, so the Bulldogs on to kick once again as Jacob Parrish will line it up on the X. And here's the kick. He's going to kick it really high and short. Somebody needs to come and get it. It's going to bounce around. Bulldogs got a chance. They're going to get that ball if they hurry. And the Bulldogs got it.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll be 1st down, Artesia. We got a flag down on the far side, which normally would be where a holding would be, but let's see what they're going to call here. It could be against the Bulldogs. Boy, that was a tough play for Lovington. The up guys that could have caught it easily weren't looking for it.
Yeah, number 7 was right there, Kyler Reeves, and it looked like he could have caught the ball, and he just let it go. Took a really big hop. So the Lovington back guy was not able to get it, Elijah Rivero, and Bulldogs did a great job, speed, getting down the field.
It was a holding on the backside. I saw the white hat indicate to Coach Moppin a hold. He'll turn around and tell the crowd now, or he should. He just pointed 1st down for the Bulldogs.
When the first guy down there did exactly what he needed to do. He took out the ball carrier, and then the rest of our guys came down and got the ball.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs, let's see, I think this was a Josh Howard word, opportunistic once again.
Absolutely.
All right, so A formation. Look, they are in straight man coverage on the far side. They got a safety over the top, but they've spread them out so far. Have the Bulldogs going to turn and hand it off. Oh, he got behind lineman. He's into the 5. He's in for the touchdown. He just runs over the guy on the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great job by the backside offensive line for the Artesia Bulldogs. Garrett Fisher and Enrique Amadeus come around, pull, and they just run through traffic. Good job on the near side as well for the Artesia Bulldogs. Just great blocking all around.
Yeah, Frankie came around the end there, and he had a full head of steam heading at that cornerback, and it was obvious the cornerback wanted nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he squatted and then just got run over. Bulldogs are going to run a fake. And it's Casadas. He's going to throw it in, and there it is. It's caught, and I think that's Jack Byers. We have a late hit as well, I think, is going to be the call back there. So we'll get to add that on. Oh, they're calling a holding. Holding, Bulldogs. Boy, where he threw the flag, there was no – well, all right, so holding on the Bulldogs. That'll waive that 2-point conversion off. And so the Bulldogs have to line up and go again unless Lovington were to decline it, which I don't know why they would.
And that was Jack Byers, a sophomore, again, out there. A tall receiver. He's a really good athlete as well. We have a lot of good athletes on the team, even younger athletes that are really good.
It's exciting every year for the Bulldogs, but boy, I've been kind of watching back all the way down to the 5th graders. And we got some players coming. I mean, it's just incredible how the Bulldogs reload and reload and reload year over year over year for the last 50 years, and it is no different this year because from the seniors down to the sixth graders, a lot of great Bulldog athletes. All right, so they are going to take it.
Yeah.
Have to because we got the 2-point conversion. That'll back us up 10 yards, right?
Yep. It was weird, though. They went from where the football was spotted, not from the spot of the foul on that penalty. But
what did he – it looked like he called 2 for penalties. One against Lovington.
There seems to be some confusion.
Well, I was watching the Whitehead. I guess I probably just misread what he was doing. But we know it was holding because we saw him do that earlier. But right there when he was calling the penalties, it looked like he – well, I'm not going to worry about it. All right, so we're lined up for a normal PAT. Snap is back, kick is up, and the kick looks plenty long enough, and it is plenty good. 22-0 Artesia with 6:19 to go here in the first quarter. First quarter. Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. Stay right there.
Incredible Printing is open for business. Located across the street from the Derek Floor statue in Artesia, Incredible Printing is Artesia's only local printer. Incredible Printing makes your business that high-flying brochure needed to advertise those new services or products. Incredible Printing also specializes in all carbon copy books and material. Incredible Printing is open in Artesia, across from the Derek Floor statue.
That touchdown presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. So we make short work of that fumble recovery on the kickoff and get another touchdown. The Bulldogs now lead 22-0, 6:19 to go here in the first quarter.
Be interested to see if they make any adjustments on this kickoff return.
I tell you, he wasn't looking up for that. When it went high, he just knew. I mean, he didn't realize it was short and high. Now we're going to run and they catch it right there, and that did go 10 yards. That was just an onside. Now we got a penalty come flying in. See who that's against.
Yeah, he had that one on tee and just kicked it into the ground, got that big hop, and Lovington was able to get on that one.
So offsides on the Bulldogs because they picked up the ball and started marching it backwards. Or can he decline it and take the ball where it was at? Nope, they're going to re-kick. Boy, I wouldn't want to re-kick if I was Lovington. I'd like the ball on the 49-yard line, but
when it was weird, they call offsides, and it was the official that wasn't even on our line.
Well, you're right. You're exactly right. It was that official over there. Did he? I looked away again. I didn't see what the Whitehead said.
Oh, they called offsides.
Okay. So we'll re-kick it. That was a good job by number 34 for the Lovington Wildcats as he caught that and folded up like he should.
Yeah, that's Jaden Garcia. He did exactly what he needed to do there.
So guards a good job there, but let's see what the Bulldogs do this time. We've seen 3 different kinds of kicks. Now we're going to do a pop fly short, and number 7 is going to call a fair catch, and good job by him as he gets it at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was Kyler Reeves. Did exactly what he needed to do, probably what he could have done on the last kick. Just call for a fair catch there, and they'll get the ball at the 41-yard line, 39-yard line.
All right, so the Bulldogs defense back on the field. The Lovington Wildcat offense now back on the field, and our PA, Mr. Danny Parker, announcing we've got homecoming. So there's several classes here for homecoming, and he's kind of talking about those. But what a great crowd, beautiful night, just a slight breeze kind of out of the north and west. Cooling down. It got hot today, but cooling down. All right, trips to the far side, which is the wide side. He's going to bring a man in motion all the way from across the field. Number 22 now, he'll go to the X-back position. Snap is back. Gomez rolls out to the right side. Bulldogs putting on some pressure. It's behind his man, and that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, he started to roll out, and Diego Wesson came off the edge there, put on some good pressure, and forced him to throw the ball behind the receiver.
To me, that looks like Diego playing that inside backer is mirroring their quarterback, Gomez.
Yeah, it's almost a spy situation. If he's going to – because Wyatt Gomez obviously looks like he could run. And so it looks like we put on a game plan to have a spy on him.
Yeah, and Wesson is deceiving. He's a thick young man. He's got a lot of muscle mass, but he can really explode to the ball, too.
Well, he plays guard.
He plays guard basketball, yeah. All right, so turn, going to hand it off to Ochoa. Nowhere. Oh, he keeps the ball, does number 0. Now he's going to throw it over there, and that's Gomez. And that's a fumble. Ball is fumbled by the receiver. Bulldogs got it. First down, Artesia going the other direction.
Yeah, it looked like that was an RPO, run pass option. He has the option either to give the ball, run the ball, or throw the ball, and he decided to throw out there, and Bulldogs got a fumble on that play.
That's a great fumble recovery for the Bulldogs. Don't you fumble away a great deal on your next truck or SUV. Fall on a great deal with Justin Edwards at Artesia Ford Sales. So another turnover. That is our third. We've had an interception. We got a fumble recovery on a kickoff, and now on that reception, the ball, it kind of looked like it was stripped by the Bulldogs out there, and then we end up covering it up. So 1st and 10 at their 41-yard line. A formation look. We haven't come out of that look yet. And this time they do have a safety over the top on this side and a safety in the middle of the field. Coming in motion, and he's going to fake that handoff, does Estrada. He's going to turn. We can't hold him down, I guess. Estrada goes down the sidelines and then steps out of bounds, but it looks like it's going to be called a holding in the backfield.
Yeah, Ricky was blocking him, and he fell down, and then he just kind of fell on top of him, and you can't stay on top of him like that. That's a holding penalty.
So Estrada's about a 6-yard pickup will be wiped out. We'll walk off the holding, and I heard it must be a new rule that you don't mark it from the spot in high school anymore. You can't go more than 10 yards. So that's why last week or a couple weeks ago I was confused. But
that was a good thing on that play because that was about 7 yards in the backfield.
Yeah, exactly. So 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs. 5:54 to go here in the first quarter. 22-0, Artesia leads. Kahn, Seiss to the near side. Casadas and, boy, they're bunched over there, and I can't tell. It might be Diego Lopez. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the backfield. Snap is back. They rush 4. Good blocking. You're going to throw a little to, who is that? That's Casadas trying to break free, and he can't. He's going to pick up about 6 yards.
That was a good open field tackle there by Lovington. The cornerback there, number 7, Kyler Reeves. Casares is a hard person to get down, and he made a really good open field tackle.
Yes, he did. Because Casadas tried to spin him out of that, and he just hung on and took him down by himself. Nobody got there to help. He took him down. So 2nd down and 16 for the Bulldogs after the pickup of 4, sorry. Estrada takes a snap, straight drop. Going to throw it over the top. And Duran kind of looked like he had slowed down and then all of a sudden realized the ball was coming. He had to speed up and couldn't get there.
Yeah, he couldn't. I mean, it was a really good throw by Estrada. Really good length on the ball there. But, yeah, Duran just kind of ran out there, got to the cornerback and slowed down a little bit and realized the ball was coming.
All right, so it'll be 3rd down and 16 for Artesia. 5:12 to go in the first quarter. 22-0 lead here on homecoming night from Bulldog Bowl. Going to have a little bunch set. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Boy, that may be setting up. He has no help, that corner over there. Now Estrada going to call a different play. Ball on the near side. And now we're going to have a timeout taken as Coach Mopham will take that first timeout for the Bulldogs. He didn't like something he saw there.
Man.
5:12 to go. We're going to take a timeout as well. 22 for the Bulldogs, 0 for the Wildcats. Stay right there.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
I'm Mike Elliott, the outreach pastor here at Faith Baptist Church.
All right, we're back here as the Artesia Bulldogs break their timeout huddle, and Lovington a little bit slower getting onto the field, but 3rd down and 16, probably 4-down territory. We're on their side of the field at the 46-yard line. Trips now to the far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Ball on the near hash. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Snap is back. They're going to bring a loop stunt. Estrada steps up into the gap. Now he pulls it back. He's got a man wide open if he sees him. He does see him, but it's going to be knocked down, incomplete. He didn't see him in time, and so the pass incomplete.
No, that was good coverage by the Wildcats. Betancourt was on that ball. He intercepted, but he was out of bounds.
I tell you what, Valente Barrera, and that time it was number 50 or 78, was in on there. A good push there by the Lovington Wildcats up front. So we are going to line up to punt it here with 4th and 16, a second punt of the ball game. And going back to receive is number 13 for the Wildcats.
That's Betancourt.
As Diego Weston is our punter. Snap was a little bit low. Will he get it away? He does. Boy, he booted that thing. That's going to go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
That's one of those punts that looks like a throw. It was a spiral down the field, kind of low. He did a good job recovering that snap and getting the kickoff.
All right, so the second punt of the ball game results in a first down for the Lovington Wildcats at their own 20 with 4:54 to go in the first quarter. 22-0 Artesia is our score. Lovington led by Wyatt Gomez, the senior quarterback. And I've not called the right running back. Who is in there now? Is it number
4, Alec Holguin?
Holguin is
come in as a running back. He's 5'8", 155 pounds.
So not the biggest guy on the field, but no doubt a hard runner. All right, they're going to look like the Bulldogs right here. A slot and a wide on either side, and the A formation look. Gomez will bring a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to him. Bulldogs play it perfectly, but he dives inside of the first man there and will pick up about 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, that was Alec Holguin coming in motion. Just handed the ball off to him, and he got around our edge for a good game for the Wildcats.
All right, second down and 4. He does pick up 6 yards out to the Lovington Wildcat 26-yard line. Ball on the near hash. We had it played perfectly, but a good move there by Holguin as he cut inside of our backer, kind of got upfield too far. Back to that A formation look. Bulldogs bring 5 guys, and we've got a penalty on the field, and I was thinking it was offsides on us, but we'll see what it was.
We had
offsides
all
on the
4 of our
Bulldogs.
defensive linemen were through there really fast.
Yeah, it's offside Bulldogs. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line after they mark off these 5 yards. It looked like we were over this. We were. They wouldn't have stopped the play. We were lined up in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Caden Grantham looked like he lined up in the neutral zone there, and he had a free shot on the quarterback, so they blew it dead.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 31-yard line. A formation look. A slot and wide on either side. Running back to the left of Gomez in the shotgun. Snap is back. We're going to have a false start this time, and it is. They're going to lose 5 yards. Somebody moved. False start, Lovington.
Yeah, Lovington's left tackle there just moved a little too early, so they gave us those 5 yards back.
First down and 15 now, back at their own 26-yard line. And the clock hasn't moved. We've had 2 penalties. Still 4:15 to go here in the first quarter.
It seems like it started off fast, and now the first quarter's slowing down.
Yeah. Boy, just a tremendous crowd here for the Bulldogs, and a good following for Lovington as well. All right, that A formation look. Gomez in the shotgun is running back to his left. He's going to just drop straight back. Bulldogs get good push. He's going to flatten out. Giving chase. He's going to throw it, and it's out of bounds. Incomplete, and I don't see any penalties down. Sometimes I was looking on the backside maybe for an offensive holding, but didn't see any, and it'll just be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, he just stretched that play out as far as he could, and our secondary did a great job covering and attaching to their receivers on that scramble, and nobody was open.
So they'll bring the ball all the way back over here to this near hash mark as Lovington will huddle up real close to the ball. They've been little short huddles about 4 or 5 yards away from the ball. They'll break the huddle and see how they come out. They're going to have trips to the short side this time. One receiver to the far side, the running back to the right of Gomez in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's looking over here for this screen, and then he throws that little swing or a slant. And number 6 still on his feet. He's going to pick up the first down just by about a yard. So it'll be 1st and 10 Lovington. Good play there.
That was a really nice play. We've been putting pressure on the quarterback all night, and they used that against us. They got upfield. They had a little tunnel screen over there to DeMarcus Thompson, number 6. 3 of their linemen were up the field blocking our backers. It was a really well set up play.
Yeah, because they've already tried that screen to the wideout, or actually to their slot, who took a couple. He pumped it to him, and then he threw that tunnel screen, as you said. Good play there. They pick up 16 yards. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. As Gomez looks over the Bulldog defense. Snap is back. Bulldogs bring 5. They get through, and there was he didn't call it. Pass downfield is going to be intercepted. Looked like a punt. And he's going to be tripped up by the receiver, so picking that off. And I was going to say, I hope they don't throw nothing, and they did. It's going to be a penalty on the Artesia Bulldogs. That interception was huge, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs.
Yeah, there's Jaron Watkins there. He just played center field. The quarterback threw it up, and he was right there to make the interception. Got up. He was excited, threw the ball down, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty for it.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct. He was excited, but I think he was aggravated that he got tackled by one guy.
Right.
And he kind of spiked the ball, so the referee, one of the guys on the field threw the flag. I saw it coming. I was thinking, oh, he's going to throw the flag, and he did.
Well, if that one guy hadn't got him, he had green.
Yeah.
I was going to say grass, but it's turf all in front of him.
And I think that was to Elijah Rivero, the number 26. And he made a good open field tackle to keep him from going all that green. That's the 4th turnover, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries in the first quarter. But the score only 22-0, so we've had to punt twice. A formation look. Estrada looking over that defense. On the umpire took a minute to get the ball set. Snap is back. Going to run a little screen on that side where it's going to work out. Oh, and they missed the block. Had 3 linemen out there, and the one guy got through and got the tackle.
Yep. And, sometimes when you're an offensive lineman, you get excited, man. You're like, nobody's out here. And number 22 for the Wildcats just slipped through. Anson Marquez just slipped through all 3 offensive linemen and was able to make the tackle.
It was just right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball near the middle of the field, shaded a little bit to the far side. 2:49 and counting. Bulldogs stay in their A formation look. Galindo to the right of Estrada. Snap is back. Going to turn and hand it off to Galindo. He's going to come around this side. Got some room. He's going to get all the way out to about the 26-yard line, which is a 1st down.
Yeah, we've showed quite a few counters tonight that we haven't been seeing in the other ball games. Ricky Armendariz came all the way from tackle, pulled around, and Galindo kind of made a cut toward the left side and then came back to the right on that counter.
Bulldogs right back on the ball. They're going to put their foot down here in the first quarter. A formation look. Snap is back. They rush 4. He's going to throw the out route over here to Seiss. He'll catch it, step out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
That's just a beautiful play, and we run it really well. Seiss with a great catch and a good gain there, of 6 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he stutter stepped his feet, made sure they were both in bounds there on the sideline, and Bulldogs they don't huddle up. They're going to stay going. 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. 2:21. That clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Snap is back. Looking, going to throw it over here. Oh, and he shouldn't have caught that, but I think he did. Galindo.
He made a great one-handed catch, but it's going to be for
about a loss of 5.
Yeah, that's one of those ones you're like, just let go.
Instinct says you catch everything,
right.
But he was falling down, and so under 2 minutes now. He lost 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. A formation look, ball in the near hash. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the backfield. Boy, they got that man free look again. He's looking right at Casadas. Snap is back. Casadas is going to go by his man. That's where he's going to go. Casadas is going to catch it. He's still on his feet. The 40, down to the 30-yard line. 1st down, Artesia.
Yeah, that's one of those looks you get on defense and you start salivating a little bit as a quarterback. And Casadas ran a great route, kind of bended it out on the outside of the hash. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
And it was pretty good coverage.
It really was.
It's pretty good coverage, but big gain for the Bulldogs. We're on their 31. Snap is back, going to hand it off to Galindo. See if he can get around that corner. He steps into traffic. He's going to pick up about 7, maybe 8, maybe 9 yards. Good job there by the offensive line.
Yeah, and our receiver on the outside there did a really good job stock blocking and just kept that cornerback right in front of him. And you don't always get praise as a receiver for blocking, but he did a great job.
Yeah, sometimes it's difficult because you can get called for a holding easier than anything, but good job there. And I think that was Beauregard out there, number 84.
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Second down and 1 for the Bulldogs, down to 48 seconds to count. Snap is back, fake the handoff, going to throw it out here. That's caught by Lopez. He tried, there was a little tunnel screen on this side. I don't know if you call that a tunnel screen or not, but it was he came in motion, did Diego, and he faked the pitch to him, faked the handoff to Galindo, and then threw it there, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, it was a good play. Good design there. That's something you always want to have different things on the motion, and that was a good play for that.
Down to 29 seconds of counting, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Galindo looking at that A formation look he's got. Looking to the right side. He's going to throw it. That's going to be caught, and that's conned at the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
That was a good catch by Ethan. The throw was a little low. He took his numbers to the ball and made a really good catch.
Down to 8 seconds. Will we take this and walk it in? No, he's going to try to run a play. Better hurry, though. Down to 2, 1, and we'll just take it to the second quarter. All right, end of the first quarter, Josh. 22-0, Artesia leads. We'll go ahead and take a break here from Artesia Plumbing and Heating. Stay right here at KSVP Radio, AM 990, FM 93.7, KSVPTV.com. We're out there in YouTube land and Facebook land, KSVP Radio, and we're on PVT, Channel 16. Go Bulldogs.
Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, are here for all of your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
All right, we're back here getting ready to start the second quarter as they flip sides. It'll be Bulldog ball. And we've got some scoring updates here as Clovis down to Roswell 21-0 in the second quarter. And I think we said that Goddard played last night.
Yeah, Goddard played last night and beat Gadsden.
Okay. And Mayfield, do they play tonight? I thought I saw Mayfield on there. They're live, but no score. They're playing Berlin. All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 2 at the 10-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats. Snap, turn, hand it off. Going to run that end around again, and he's going to go in for a touchdown with Bulldogs lineman leading the way.
That's what you call an escort. The offensive lineman escorted the running back into the end zone, never got touched.
That touchdown presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. All right, so first play of the second quarter, a lot like the play of the first quarter, we score a touchdown.
Yep. Our offensive line, as we've said all year, they're a really good offensive line.
Going to turn, faked it, turn it over here to Lopez. He's going to push his way in for the 2-point conversion. So 30-0 Artesia.
Again, another look on the PAT that people have to look for, and you never know what we're going to do after we score a touchdown.
And that was Diego. Yeah, that was number 25, Diego Lopez. Okay, we're going to take a break here. 30-0 Bulldogs, 11:54 to go in the second quarter.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
Roswell. All right, we're back here. We got the update. Roswell is leading Clovis 27-0 and 28. And then you told me the other score for 35-7 Goddard last night over Gadsden. So our district doing well as usual. Mayfield taking on Belen. We don't have an updated score there yet, but of course the Bulldogs here in our Bulldog Bowl, our little facility.
Gadsden was 4-1 going into that game, and now they're both 4-2.
Here's the kick from Parrish. He's going to kick it high over to the right side. It's going to go out of bounds, so I think Lovington, they may make a free kick. We'll see.
Yeah, it almost looked like we were offsides again. He didn't call it on our kickoff, but it looks like they are going to make us kick it again. The referee's coming back to the 35 there, and we're going to have to re-kick.
I'd tell you, if I was Lovington, I wouldn't do that, but I'm not Lovington.
No. Well, and we know that Jacob can kick the ball far, too. We might see him boot one down the field here.
Yeah, he might go over the heads. They're two backs, or it's up at the 20. He may just kick it deep, and he can do that, obviously, as you said. And I don't know. He's got about 50 kicks in his bag. You know, he can kick it short, high, tall, short, fat, skinny. He can kick it every way. He's going to kick it just deep. It is going to go back and push him all the way back to the 10-yard line. Bulldog coverage is really good, but number 26 is able to squirt through, and he's going to get all the way out to the 35. So a good job there by that young man, because we have not, when we've kicked them like that, we usually make those tackles way deep.
It seems like he's a little bit shifty as well on his own right. Elijah Rivero there did a really good job returning that ball. Again, he's just a sophomore out there playing and doing really good tonight.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 11:45 to go here in the first half. Bulldogs lead 30-0 over the Wildcats. As they'll break the huddle, they'll have that A formation look, slot and wide on either side, running back to the left of Gomez in the shotgun. Snap is back. He's going to turn to hand it off. He didn't hand it off, but boy, the Bulldogs had every one of those plays. Everywhere he was going to go, we had a Bulldog there.
Yeah, he faked the handoff. The slot came inside looking for that little underneath route, and our defensive line and linebackers were out there just to swallow the play up.
Every guy that could have touched the ball got hit.
Yeah.
So the running back that took the fake, he was tackled in the backfield. He threw that screen, he was tackled as soon as he threw at the quarterback, and then the guy that caught the screen was thrown down for a loss.
As a defensive coordinator, that's a play that you love.
Yeah, when you're in every spot.
Yeah, you're going to show that in film session and say, hey, here's how you play defense.
2nd down and 15, it was a loss for 5 yards. Loss of 5 yards, and they'll go empty backfield. They're going to flood that zone on the right side, or they're going to come backside. Bulldogs are going to swallow the quarterback. Oh, and they missed him. He got underneath. The Bulldogs had him dead to rights. His pass is incomplete. You don't see that often. He scored. He just ducked underneath 2 Bulldogs who had him tackled, and he just scored it out of there.
We had 2 of them, and it looks like they're on the field looking at each other like, I thought you had him, and I thought you had him. And
yeah, they both let him go.
They both let him go. And then the quarterback had an open receiver on the outside and threw it back towards the middle, which – you know, you never really want to do as a quarterback, throw back towards the middle. But
no, you don't want to throw across your body if you don't have to, and it's a recipe for a bad play. That time it didn't turn into a bad play. It's just an incompletion. 3rd and 15 after that loss. They're going to stack those. This is where we may see him pump and go here. He's just going to run a slot, and it's dropped by his receiver, so it'll be 4th and 15. That was number 26, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Rivera was out there on the outside, just ran a quick slant. Gomez, it might have been a touch behind him, but it was a catchable ball.
All right, punting unit coming on for the Wildcats. 30-0, Bulldogs. 10:45 to go in the first half. Bulldogs now going from the south to the north after they flipped ends. And so back is Amendatis, and the Lovington Wildcats having a little different look here, I think, than they had earlier. They got trips to the near side here, and going to bring the guy in motion again. He's going to get the punt away. It's blocked. It was partially blocked, I think, or maybe just a bad punt, but it's going to take a Lovington Wildcat roll down to about just inside the 40 of the Bulldogs.
Now, the way that ball was flying, it definitely looked like it was touched by the left side of our line there.
And we've had some blocked punts this year. The Bulldogs doing a great job bringing pressure, and they did that time as well. And I thought it was blocked too, and it may have been, but not blocked backwards. It just kind of flipped forwards and then took a good Lovington bounce. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. 10:37 to go here in the first half. The Bulldogs break the huddle, leading 30-0. Slot and wide on either side, A formation look. Galindo to the right of Estrada in the shotgun. They jump off sides. They didn't throw the penalty. He was in the backfield. He went in the backfield. Galindo shoots through, and now we got a penalty thrown behind the run. How was that not offside? You can't get into the... Josh just looks at me like, I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one. It looked like he was in the neutral zone.
He thought he was in the neutral zone. He kind of just was like, oh.
He kind of gave up like he thought he was getting a penalty. But
well, yeah.
They didn't call it.
All right, so it was an offensive hold on the Bulldogs. And the White Hats making sure that they won it, which he got about 10 yards on the run. So I'm thinking they won it.
It was a really good run by Galindo. I know it's not going to count. But he found the hole. He cut up through the hole, and then he cut back outside, and made two really good cuts there to get almost 10 yards on the play.
Yeah, it was pretty skinny in there. He didn't have, he had a small hole, but you're right. He kind of made some yards up on his own there. All right, so back us up to the 33-yard line. Snap is back, turn, hand off to Galindo again. He's up into the middle of traffic, just pushing forward, and he'll pick up about 4.
Yeah, that time number 80 which I don't have him on my list, but he was able to get good penetration and got in the backfield there and made a good play on Galindo after a 4-yard gain.
I was looking for him a while ago, and he wasn't on my defensive line sheet here, and you don't have him on the full roster either. So, all right, so it's 2nd down and 11. A formation, ball in the near hash. Estrada takes the snap. He's going to have to break away from pressure. 80 is chasing him. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds, and I do see a flag down, so there is a flag down. The same guy is throwing a bunch of flags.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little sloppy with the flags and the holdings and things like that. But every time a quarterback scrambles,
you get an opportunity.
There's an opportunity for a penalty there.
Holding on the defense this time, so it'll be a pickup of 10 yards for the Bulldogs. It'll be 2nd down and 1 instead of 2nd down and 11, or 3rd down on the incompletion.
When that happens too, it looked like our inside receiver just kind of ran by the cornerback and he reached out and grabbed him. With our team speed, that happens quite often.
So it will be 2nd down and 1 at the 49-yard line for the Artesia Bulldogs. 10-yard penalty marched off, holding on the defense. There's Galindo to the right of Estrada, ball in the near hash, a formation look. Estrada's going to bring Casadas in motion. He flips it to him. He gets around the corner. He cuts it back inside. He's going to get the 1st down and about 10, so it'll be 1st and 10 at our 40. At their 40, sorry.
Yeah, we brought him in motion. Estrada pitched it over there to him, and what I love about Casares is he always fights for extra yards. He probably got 3 or 4 extra yards there after the hit and just kind of drug the pile with him.
1st down and 10 at the 40 as the Bulldogs break the huddle. A formation look once again. Galindo to the left of Estrada in the shotgun. Looks over the defense. He's going to bring a man in motion. It's going to be Kahn. He's going to fake that little pitch forward. Now he's going to look for the deep to Duran. It was a post route on the backside, and he kind of got tangled up there with the DB. I thought maybe they'd call something, but no call.
Yeah, Cesar Gonzalez was on the coverage there, and it almost looks like they got tangled up, and on his way down, he kind of reached on his back and slowed Duran enough to where he couldn't get to the football. A lot of times they call that incidental contact, though, and they won't call a penalty on that.
Right, and I think that's what happened there. So 2nd down and 10 at the Lovington Wildcat 40, 9:13 to go in the 1st half. The Bulldogs lead 30-0. We've seen trips. I don't think we've seen trips yet. We have one time. We've stayed in this. We're going to run the ball, and good blocking by the line. Galindo's to the 30s, to the 25. He's going to run over at Lovington Wildcats as he goes out of bounds.
My goodness.
Galindo just runs hard. He's super fast. He's super quick. He runs over people, and he's shifty.
Well, it was great blocking. There was nobody out there. It almost looked like he was seeking out contact there at the end, which you got to love that as a running backs coach.
Well, he gets 20 yards. It's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats. A formation look. Going to throw it over to the left side, and it's going to be, almost picked. Estrada's pass was high and away from the dig route, or whatever you want to call that, over on the sideline, but it does fall incomplete.
Yeah, he was open on the route, and Estrada just missed him on that throw. Like you said, threw a high and outside and almost to the cornerback.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 at the 20 as Jack Byers making an entrance here, so we hadn't seen, I don't think we've seen Jack on offense. We may have, but a sophomore coming in to run some wide out. He's got Casadas as the slot. On the other side, Kahn and Seiss, as Estrada has Galindo to his left. Snap back, fake the handoff. He's going to throw a quick route to Byers. He's going to 15 and then tackle from behind. Gets down inside to about the 12-yard line.
Oh my goodness, there was an amazing block on that play. Ricky Armendariz came from his left tackle position and just decleated the Lovington inside linebacker there. It's just something you'd like to see. I know I'm a big guy. You're a big guy. I like seeing offensive linemen block.
We might have played on the defensive or offensive lines, you and I, in our playing days. So there was a flag, but they wave it off. So it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Artesia. Boy, good tackle there. Probably a touchdown. I said this backwards one week, and Gene kind of been giving me fits over it, but touchdown saving tackle instead of a tackle saving touchdown.
They both work.
Snap back, turn, hand it off. Galindo trying to find some room, and great job by the defensive front there by the Lovington Wildcats. They got him right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down.
Again, their inside guys they have good size on them, but their outside guys are smaller, but they're quick and they're fast and they're getting in there. And again, that was number 80 on the initial hit there for the Lovington Wildcats.
So no gain, 4th down and a long 4 for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they go no-go. That would be my guess, but we may go ahead and run a play. Now Coach Maupin's going to call a timeout. Not happy, I can tell by the way he took his headset off. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. When we come back, it'll be 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. 8:10 to go here in the first half.
Home health care is health care in the comfort of your own home when you cannot care for yourself. Home care services can help someone who has chronic health issues, medical setbacks, or health impairments. J&J has the best skilled nurses and therapists for any of your special needs. So why pick a stranger to care for those you love when you can pick your beloved neighbor with over 25 years of experience? J&J Home Care is here for all your home care needs. Call us now at 575-746-2892 or visit us at www.jjhc.org.
All right, so coming out of that timeout, it'll be 4th and 4 for the Bulldogs as Coach Maupin talks to his offensive huddle over on the sideline. Lovington had their entire team out there talking about it. This would be a big stop for them, and I'm sure that's what their coaches were telling them. Hey, let's get a stop. Let's do it right here. Let's rise up. We're down by 30, but let's make a play. Let's make a statement. Bulldogs in the A formation. They don't have anybody in the middle of the field. They got their backers over to the right side. We're going to hand it off to Galindo. He's got a man in front of him. He's got the first down plus some, and that's a touchdown. Artesia, he just goes behind that pulling left tackle and left guard, and Armendariz right in front of him, and touchdown.
Again, it's that counter play we're running tonight, and it is working for us. Galindo does a really good job setting up that play and allowing his offensive lineman to get in front of him so that he has the open hole.
Yeah, you weren't able to be here last week, and I didn't remember us running that all year, and we started running it last week. Now, I said to Robbie, I said, have we been running that? Because I don't remember us pulling the backside, and he said, I think we have, but you kind of said it's new to you, right? And so we've been running it since last week. It's very effective.
At least not as we've been running it way more. Yeah.
Yes. Kick is up, and the kick is good. The Artesia Bulldogs lead 37-0 with 8:04 to go here in the first half. We'll take a break. It'll be run o'clock when we come back. Artesia Bulldog football on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com.
Today is the big birthday celebration event at Big O Tires. Join them from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. at Big O Tires, 4212 National Parks Highway. Don't miss out on Big O's limited time savings, food trucks, giveaways, and raffle items that will leave you spinning with delight. Roll into Big O Tires, your one-stop shop for all your personal and commercial vehicle needs at Big O Tires, 4212 National Parks Highway. Today!
$8:04 to go here in the first half. Artesia now leads 37-0 over the Lovington Wildcats. And the Wildcats kickoff return team on the field, and the Bulldogs kickoff team now coming out. Still a lot of time to here in the first half. Lovington trying to get something going here, but the defense has been stifling on the Wildcats, and our offense has just pretty much been having their way. But give Lovington some credit, they've made us punt twice.
Yeah, I mean their defense is active.
Yeah.
You know, they're they get around the ball, and they've made a lot of good plays tonight.
All right, Parrish ready to kick off. We've seen a lot of different things from him. Here's the kick. He's going to kick it deep. It's going to be handled at the 8-yard line by the Wildcat return man, and he's going to burst on the right side up to about the 27-yard line before 4 or 5 Bulldogs are in on that tackle, including that 89, first one there?
Yeah, and that was Jaden Garza for the Lovington Wildcats on that return, and like you said, did a really good job.
And who is 89? I don't have the full roster for us in front
89
of me.
for us is Gavin Brown.
And he was the first man there, I believe.
Yeah, he's a senior wide receiver, so great play there by him.
7:30 and counting as it is running clock. I was about to say it wasn't counting, but it is. As they line up in a different, they've got a running back to the right and behind. They're going to run a speed option this direction. Bulldogs play it perfectly, but Zero Lopez, gets away. He's going to reverse field, and then he's going to be hit hard on the right side, pick up of 1. He ran a long ways to get 1 yard.
Yeah, that was Gomez. Came around the right side, and Kellen Worley was right there to make the play. But Gomez was able to get away from him. We've seen that a few times tonight, and he was able to get a couple yards there.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 8. As he had reverse field, he kind of swung. We swung him around, and then he went the other direction before he's finally wrapped up over there on the Lovington sideline. It's going to go quick now, 6:40 and counting. 2nd down and 8. As Lovington back into an A formation look, Rodriguez like he's going to come off that corner. He does. It's going to be pitch and catch out to number 3, and he'll just get tackled out there by Wesson and who's that other Bulldog out there? Number 18. He's not a starter.
That is Brody McDonald making a play there. But yeah, Gomez, really good throw there out to Cesar Gonzalez, and good gain there, 3rd and 2.
And we're fixing to be under 6 minutes as the time is clicking away. A formation look. Now they're going to go trip. So empty backfield for Gomez. Wyatt Gomez, the senior quarterback. Bulldogs looking like they're going to bring a blitz. They do. It's going to be caught out there for a 1st down pickup, and then a great open field tackle for the Bulldogs after a pickup of about 4. That's Rodriguez on that tackle, looked like.
That is, looks like it's...
Or is it 32?
Looks like it's Jaron Watkins, 27 on the tackle
27, man.
But Gomez did a good job there. Rascon was right in his face, and at quarterback, you talked to throw into that blitz, and Cesar Gonzalez was right there on the little stop route, and good 1st down for the Wildcats.
5:21 and counting. They're going to go trips to the far side, running back to the right of Gomez. Snap is back. Bulldogs bring 5 again. They break through, and getting him, well, they're going to throw it, and it's going to be caught for a pickup of about 4. Boy, he threw that as he was going down, and that
was close, Joby.
That was real close to being down before he got it away.
Right.
But
Diego Wesson came right up the middle like we talked about tonight. He's quicker and faster than you think.
Yeah.
It looked like his knee hit before he threw the ball, but they're going to give them the catch there on the 4-yard gain.
So 2nd down and 6 as we're now under 5 minutes, 4:47 and counting here in the 1st half. Bulldogs leading by 37 to 0. As Lovington huddles up, now breaks the huddle, got a little bunch set on the short side over there, and then they're going to take number 4 and spread him out. Empty backfield. He's going to turn and pitch it, come this way with it. Bulldogs were sealed off. Good design play. They'll pick up the 1st down, pick up of about 7.
Yeah, and that's senior wide receiver DeMarcus Thompson. Really good athlete for Lovington Wildcats. Plays wide receiver on offense, defensive end on defense, and just a really good play there.
He got up a little gimpy. He's kind of trotting off. He was hit hard on this side.
Yeah.
2 Bulldogs got him, and hopefully he's okay, and I think he is. He got off under his own power, but I'm watching him over on the sideline kind of walking it off.
He's working the kinks out.
Yeah. All right, so pistol formation. Quarterback turns, hands it off, and the Bulldogs are right there.
Wow. That was Cayman Ochoa, our number 34, actually, on the run there. Jaden Garza and Caden Grantham just met him right in the hole, wrapped him up, and took him down for a short gain.
And he actually spun him to give him a yard.
Right.
Because he had him in the hole, but he spun him down, and it was forward. So 2nd down and 8 now for the Wildcats, as we're going to be under 3:30 when they get this snap off. Running clock, 37 to 0 Bulldogs. Gomez takes a snap. He fakes the handoff. Bulldogs are putting pressure on him. He's going to get the throw away to an underneath receiver. Pickup of about 6.
Yeah, that's Anson Marquez. He came from the opposite side of the field at slot there underneath route. They faked the handoff and then got a good pass off to him for a good gain.
And Grant Johnson was trailing him. He was on that far side, and when he came across, Grant is the one that got there for the tackle. So a good job by him. Also coming in on that tackle was Diego Wesson, but he does pick up a couple yards, 4 yards to be precise. It's 3rd down and 4 now for the Wildcats as we're under 3 minutes, 2:47 and counting. First half, they're going to go trips to the wide side, which is the far side of the field from Josh and I. Oh, and then Bulldogs jump off sides. He just was across that line in a hurry.
I don't know what happened there because the center didn't even have his hand on the ball on that one.
Yeah. Update, Clovis and Roswell at the half. 35-0 Roswell. So that gives them a first down. 2:39. They should start the clock back up once they get the stuff set. I know it stops on a penalty. And he rolls it, so we're going to be off and running again on the clock. They're going to go wide out in the slot on the far side with an X-back, running back to the left of Gomez in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap and hand it off, and the Bulldogs right there. Boy, Grantham. He said, "You're not getting away this time."
No, and he was like, "I'm making up for that penalty that I just gave him in the first down." And I'm sure the coach was like, "Hey, watch the ball. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of your face." I've been told that a few times, and he did a great job on that play.
Now I got a question. Did you have to be told at the college level? Because I know you played down there in the college level. Did it happen there too?
You know what? You try not to make those mistakes at that level.
All right, so good loss, tackle for loss for Grantham. 2nd down and 14. Trips to the far side. He's looking that way. He's going to throw a little slant. It's going to be caught, and then it's swung down by Diego Weston. He had one shoulder pad, and he swings him down with one hand.
Yeah, at first it looked like it might have been a face mask, but it wasn't. It was his left shoulder pad, and took him down, like you said, with one hand.
Pick up a 5 for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 9 at the Bulldog 37-yard line. And we're down to 1:23 and counting as they break the huddle back to a parasol. They're going to go to that stacked formation again. And we've seen that that tunnel screen earlier out of this formation. He sends number 4 in motion. Looking, he's going to throw it out there, and it's going to be low. And, the defensive line pressure caused that throw.
Yeah, the defensive line had really good pressure, and the running back just wasn't looking either soon enough, and so yeah, that's a interruption on that play by our defensive line.
Yeah, he had to throw. He felt like he had to get it away because our defense, we had 3 down linemen, and also coming was Rodriguez, and they got quick pressure. And Lovington's going to go ahead and take their first time. I think it's their first time out with 47 seconds to go here in the first half. 37-0 Artesia. Turpinning Sun is up next. Stay right there.
There really is no one quite like you, and no one quite like the ones you love. At Turpinning & Son Mortuary, they take pride in providing families with the best service possible. The phrase, "we make it personal," is not just a tagline. It's the way they conduct themselves every day as they honor the ones you love in their own unique and special way. Located at 611 West Grand in Artesia. Visit artesiafunerals.com to learn more. Turpinning & Son Mortuary, proudly serving our community and your family since 1954.
I don't know if that's the best thing, but it is a good thing. We were talking about our young defensive lineman that got that tackle for loss. Grantham, he's just a junior. He's playing like a wild man tonight and doing really well. He got him offside, but then the next play he got a tackle for loss of 5, so made up for it.
Well, he's giving that center fits tonight. He's just really quick off the ball. Sometimes a little too quick tonight.
Well,
we've seen it a couple times.
Yeah.
You don't want to stifle that speed that he has.
And here's the thing: he's 6'3", 215, built like a linebacker playing nose tackle.
Right.
41 seconds and counting. Coming out of the timeout, snap is back, empty backfield. Bulldog gets the pressure. There was a massive hold. He throws it down the field. It's going to be out of bounds. Bulldog football. They didn't throw the penalty. Our defensive lineman was completely turned sideways.
Yeah, and Diego Weston blitzed from middle linebacker. I think we just decided we weren't going to let him sit back there and throw the ball, bring the pressure, and we're getting good pressure just with our 3 down linemen.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 4-12, the clock didn't stop. I thought it stopped on the change of possession, but we're running it, so may not even get a play off. I don't think we will, as we're down to 5, 4, 3, 2-1 halftime. The Artesia Bulldogs lead here at Bulldog Bowl 37-0 over the Lovington Wildcats. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll have some halftime show for you, the band, and I think, what are we looking at?
Well, it looks like Coach Maupin's asking him, does it stop on change of possession? Because he looked a little confused on that as well.
Yeah. All right, 37-0 Bulldogs. Stay right there as we'll be back for the half.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Your savings will blossom with share certificates at Artesia Credit Union. Earn 5.5% APY with a minimum $10,000 deposit, 12-month term. This offer is for new deposits only and is federally insured by NCUA. Help your savings blossom with a 5.5% interest rate at Artesia Credit Union. Membership is open to all residents of New Mexico. To learn more, stop by Artesia Credit Union at 210 North 5th Street in Artesia or visit artesiacu.org.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs! Welcome back on our Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment. It's halftime of the homecoming game between Artesia and the Lovington Wildcats, and joining us by way of this high-tech Zoom phone call technology is Coach Tom Harvey. Coach, thanks for taking time to talk to us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, you, of course, were in Artesia for a while. Your dad was here as a coach.
Welcome back
on our Tate Branch Fan of the Week segment. It's halftime of the homecoming game between Artesia and the Lovington Wildcats, and joining us by way of this high-tech Zoom phone call technology is Coach Tom Harvey. Coach, thanks for taking time to talk to us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, you, of course, were in Artesia for a while. Your dad was here as a coach for a long time, and why don't we start with you? Tell us a little bit about you and your career when you were in Artesia, and then where you're at now, and what you did between then and now.
Well, like my parents, I got into education and started there for a year in Artesia, but for whatever reason, my family's from Texas, and me and my brother and sister all moved back to Texas. I've been in Andrews off and on for 35 years, and I've also been down Corpus Christi area and things like that. Never lost my Artesia orange blood, though.
Is that right? You still have some orange clothes around somewhere?
Well, I wish I did, but I don't. I was looking, but I don't have any orange clothes, but I have orange blood.
There you go. What is it about the Artesia experience that has helped you throughout your coaching career, and is there anything about that experience that you still utilize today?
The culture, the winning culture. There's, I've been a lot of places. There's really nothing like Artesia. Just excellence is expected, and it, you carry that with you. You grow up in that program. You go to that high school. You get to meet great people like Mike Phipps and Cooper Henderson and LG Henderson and all those people that went before you. And you just kind of have a responsibility to it, and you buy in at an early age, and it truly does stay with you the rest of your life, and it's a vehicle for the way you raise your family and things like that. It was, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Now, your dad was also a coach in Artesia and a state championship coach. What was that experience like growing up with your dad doing that?
You know what? I didn't know anything else, and again, I wouldn't trade it for anything. I know there was a lot of pressure. Again, just excellence is expected and those things. And there was such a tradition there, and you don't want to let them down. And I remember that being a huge part of my dad's personality and the way he had a big personality. I think, I think that's well known, but he was so proud to be from Artesia and carried those friends lifelong throughout his life. And just everything about Artesia was front and center for him till he passed away 13 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. And now your family, talk a little bit about your family. Do you have any little football players or athletes, or tell us that story?
I do. I have a son that lives in the Metroplex area. He's a Marine. He fought in the war, and he's off doing his own thing over there in Dallas. And then I have my daughter, who's a senior at Texas Tech, and she's fixing to go to nursing school. Her name's Raven. And then I have my two boys, Ranger and Raider. Ranger's a senior here at Andrews, and Raider's a sophomore here at Andrews, and they're fully busy with everything they do with football and track and things like that.
That's pretty exciting, especially there at Andrews. Now, you're defensive coordinator at Andrews?
I was. I'm the head football coach. Our head football coach retired, and I inherited the job when he stepped down.
Well, that has to be pretty exciting. And how would you describe Texas football versus New Mexico football? I'm sure that comes up from time to time.
Yeah, that does come up from time to time. It's just Texas and any other state are just two different animals, because it is very important here, and it's in New Mexico. It's very important in Artesia, but I never really got the feeling that it was important to the whole state like it was to Artesia. It is important to the whole state here in Texas, and it's kind of like it's got a culture of its own. High school football is real big here, and there's expectations when you do that job over here, and a little bit of pressure, but it's if you could picture it being Artesia but statewide. So high school athletics in general are huge in Texas. We actually have 3 Artesia kids in our program right now, and man, I love the way they carry themselves, because they don't shy away from anything. I love what they're about, and they're all business when they're on the football field. So, but there's a lot of similarities from Artesia in the state of Texas, but maybe not for the whole state of New Mexico.
I think you're right about that. Artesia beat Cleveland High School last week. In Andrews, do you get to play any schools from New Mexico, or you pretty much just play in Texas?
Years ago, when I first got here in the 90s, we played Hobbs a couple of times, but we've played them on sub-varsity and junior high, but we've never played Artesia, and I don't want to play Artesia because I want them to win every game they play. But we have played Hobbs, but on a normal basis, we don't play them.
I think one of the biggest, just that stands out to me, differences is in New Mexico, we have the mercy rule. So you get up by 35 points, you have a running clock, you hit 50 points, and the game is over. Right. I don't think you don't have anything like that in Texas, do you?
No, we don't have. We have that in 6-man football. Not in 11-man football. No, there's a few times when I was down on the coast. I wish we did have it, but we didn't. No, we don't have that rule.
That are on the show get a custom mug that says #1 fan. Obviously, you're not here, so we're going to when we get done here, I'm going to get your address and we're going to send it to you, so that you'll get it, and that way you'll be able to walk around on Fridays with an orange Bulldog mug and show people what you remember from back in the day.
Well, those 2 or 3 kids I have in my program from Artesia will be jealous.
Anything else you'd like to mention, Coach?
It's great to be a Bulldog.
We've heard that. What's your mascot there in Andrews?
Mustangs.
Okay, so it's great to be a Mustang too, right?
It's great to be a Mustang as well.
All right. Our guest, Tom Harvey, Coach Tom Harvey, and we appreciate your time for being with us. And we invite you to join us next week when we're down in Santa Teresa for our next Fan of the Week segment.
At the 83rd Pearl Harbor Memorial Parade in Hawaii. Congratulations, Bulldog Band. Okay. As the alumni band goes out to the A, we will now encourage our alumni football teams to come out. And after we have our alumni football team, we'll have the fight song.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 1983, 1993, and 2003 celebration of state championship football.
Okay, what we're going to do right now, folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more on the Tate Branch Halftime Show after this. Our band's halftime performance presented by Bulldog Pride.
Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery in Artesia is the source for Bulldog fan gear, company gear, and gear for school spirit. Bulldog Pride specializes in embroidered logos for companies, sports, and school attire, and for special gifts. All embroidery at Bulldog Pride is done in-house and never outsourced. For more information, call 575-736-1701 or stop by Bulldog Pride Screen Printing and Embroidery located in the Abo Shopping Center at 1028 South 13th Street in Artesia. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
Welcome back here on the Tate Branch Halftime Show. I'm Gene jumping in because Joby and Josh's mouths are full of KFC chicken, and Cambria joins us again. Good performance by the band. They got 2 songs in tonight.
Yes.
And now the classes of 93, 2003, and 2013 are being recognized by Vernon Asbill down on the field right now. How's homecoming day been for you? You've been kind of busy today.
Yeah, we've been super busy at the store, super busy, homecoming, parade, everything. So
Now, were you in the parade, or did you have some kids in the parade?
I had my son in the parade, and so being a PTO mom, I was there all morning helping with the float.
So do you know who won the float awards? Or
I know Central came in 3rd. That's my school. And I think Hermosa and Roseland. Roseland 2nd and Hermosa 1st, I believe.
Wow. Well, there were some really neat floats.
Yeah, were really good floats this year, yes. Super long parade.
Well, that's okay. That happens from time to time. Well, what did you bring for the folks in the press box to
So
enjoy?
I bought our new hot and spicy wings, super popular. Everyone really loved them last time, so we bought a majority of those. And we bought our classic chicken sandwiches.
Well, Jeffrey will be happy about that.
Yeah.
And they're still, I think, some of the best chicken sandwiches that you can get.
Yeah, you tell me
out
that
there.
every time. I think it's your favorite.
Yeah. The classic chicken sandwich there from KFC. And with homecoming, there's going to be a big crowd still here tonight. They can come by and see afterward.
Yes, we're one of the only places you guys will find open after the game. So we'll stay open until we get our last customer, like always on home games.
Okay. Who's working over there right now?
We have Maisha working tonight. She's my
Okay.
assistant manager. She's running the show tonight. She'd be happy to have you guys, so please come by. We'd love to see you.
All right. Anything else we need to add?
No, as always, it's great to be a Bulldog. Go Bulldogs.
There you go. Cambry, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's listen to the fight song.
Out of the Pecos Valley, the Artesia High School Bulldog Marching Band.
And again, the recognition of the classes of 1993, 2003, and 2013. We're going to take a break. Josh and Joby will be back with stats in the second half when we come back.
Eastern New Mexico University in Portales is proud to offer potential students the opportunity to attend ENMU tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. And now we're proud to announce the newly created Freshman Hound Housing Room Grant, which will allow students the opportunity to receive up to $3,000 per year off their housing costs when living on the ENMU campus. For more information on how ENMU is making higher education more affordable for you and your family members, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Hawker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hawker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hawker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hawkerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
It's the big savings produce sale at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Extra large cantaloupe, $1.99 each. Large green bell peppers, 2 for $1. Fresh bunch leaf lettuce, green, red, or romaine, 99 cents each. Fresh bunch radishes, $1.39 each. And jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, $4.99 each at Finn's Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Pepsi Select Flavors, 6-pack, 16.9-ounce bottles, 2 for $7 at Finn's Country Market in Artesia.
Artesia High School Bulldog Sports is made possible thanks to Buckhorn Production, LLC. Founded in 2021, Buckhorn Production, LLC operates over 200 wells in the Permian Basin. Like the Artesia Bulldogs, Buckhorn Production, LLC strives for excellence in all of our operations. We encourage all of our employees to be great members of our community and encourage you to join them in supporting all of our athletes, students, teachers, and administrators. Buckhorn Production, LLC, proud to support the Artesia Bulldogs.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, Bulldog fans, we're back here on the Tate Branch Halftime Show. We got about 2 minutes left on the clock. Josh, good first half for Artesia.
Yeah, the stats probably don't show a ton of yards, but that's because we have gotten a lot of turnovers. Like you said, 4 turnovers, a couple interceptions, a couple fumbles, 37 points. I think we're playing really, really well on defense. Lovington hasn't been able to move the ball on us very much at all tonight, and I don't know. It was a trap game, maybe a letdown game after Cleveland last week, but the Bulldogs have come out and played well through all of that.
I would say they're playing as well as they did last week.
Right.
So no letdown from the Artesia Bulldog football team and the coaching staff. Come out here against a Lovington team that has had some good success this year against some quality teams, but you know, the Artesia Bulldogs playing on another level, it seems like right now, and hope to continue that. I'm hearing a little stuff in my ears. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Gene will hear that and come check it out for us.
I was talking with somebody this week, and it's like, you know, as a coaching staff, you have to give motivation for your players to get up for every game, and it seems like now maybe the Bulldogs' motivation is take it week by week, but win every game this year. You know, go undefeated after beating a Cleveland team. You know, your schedule's open, and take it week by week, but why not have a goal as a perfect record this year?
Yeah, and we know Goddard's always going to be tough. We know that Roswell is always going to be tough. That's what it is. You just picked that up. So Gene just came down and said we're complainers. Is he gone? Talking about Josh. He's talking about Josh. It's gone.
That's me. That's my fault.
Can you keep picking on his college career? I mean, I got an athlete sitting beside me. Not that Robbie isn't, but I got another athlete sitting beside me this week.
Robbie was Mr. Bulldog.
I know he was. He was a quarterback and a linebacker and flew all over the field for the Bulldogs back in the early 80s. And
he was my coach.
And we miss him. And then he was your coach in high school.
And you know what his favorite part of practice was?
Making y'all run?
Making us run.
Yeah, because he had coaches that liked to do that to him.
And puke and throw up. I mean, he enjoyed that.
Coach Phipps and Coach Harvey, I think he had both of those guys maybe as his head coach. And they like to make us run. Now, they may say they didn't, but they did.
And when he was coaching us, we didn't have the luxury that Artesia has with 100 million players on the sideline. We were playing both sides of the ball, so, you know, running sprints and getting
good for you.
We had to. It was necessary.
Well, we were, and you can ask Robbie about this, they were in excellent shape too because of the running that we did. And I was a few years later than Robbie, but yeah, All right, so the Bulldogs will kick off here to start things off. Parrish will kick it from the middle of the field. High, deep kick. It's going to drive him back to the 5, and he'll come out from there. Bulldogs have him surrounded. They're going to tackle him at the 15. Boy, one good thing that the Bulldog, well, they do a lot of good things, but, man, they play well on kickoff.
Yeah, and let's give Jacob Parrish some credit. He is a weapon as a kicker. Just all the different kicks that he can do in the onsides and kicking it high in the air like that. Not everybody can do that.
Yeah, I agree. He's an outstanding kicker for the Bulldogs, and as you said, he places it all over the field. He can kick it almost like a punt, and it makes, and then he can kick those onside so well, and he kicks it all. All right. We're going to send a man out in motion. Empty backfield for Gomez. Snap back, looking to throw. 1st and 10 at his own 15. Throwing it down the field behind his receiver, and probably a good thing because Amadadas had him covered up.
Good pressure, good covers like we've been saying all night, and there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He threw it behind him where it might have been picked. So it'll be 2nd down and 10, 10:55 and counting. We're in a running clock. I just now remembered that. So this second half could go by pretty quickly here, as the Lovington Wildcats will break the huddle. Both bands played in halftime. A great halftime show by the bands. Also, I'll say this after this play, going to turn and hand it off. Bulldogs were there in the backfield, pushed him back, but he gets around the corner. And number 4 looks like he'll pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, it's Alec Holguin. He's fast, he's quick. Our defensive line had good pressure, but he was just able to get around him and picked up a couple yards, maybe 1 yard there on that play.
Mr. Asbill, Senator Asbill, has been doing this every homecoming for the last several years. The year that we're in, the 3, so all previous state championship 3s. So we went back to 1983, 1993, and 2003 were represented on the field at half. Going to throw it deep. We're going to play catch. Oh, and he just wasn't able to pull it in. Again, the Bulldogs had that covered perfectly and just unable to get that interception.
Yeah, and their receiver, Cesar Gonzalez, actually turned into the defender on that play to keep Finley Rascon from making that interception.
Good effort by Finley Rascon, as I thought he was going to be able to bring it in, but as you said, the defender, which was the receiver, was able to kind of knock it away from him.
Yeah.
Just outstanding coverage, running step for step, and it was in actually the spot where the receiver would want to be, and that's why it looked like it was going to be a pickoff. Getting through and blocking it. There's the fourth block of the season, second of this ball game. And that was number 11. There's Johnson. He's blocked it maybe all 4 of them this year.
He just came right up the middle, right on the right side of the center, and nobody really touched him. They got a little hand on his shoulder. He was able to get his left hand up and make the block on that play.
It did squirt forward, so it's going to be out to the 32-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats. 1st and 10 for the Bulldog offense as the clock, of course, goes back to rolling. And it looks like we got our starters in there, so give them at least a series here in the second half. As Estrada has Galindo to his right. Ball near the middle of the field, going to turn and hand it off. Galindo bursts through, 25, 20, makes a man miss. He's got a man trying to tackle him from behind. He gets all the way inside the 10, down to the 7.
There was nobody that touched him for 10 yards there. Our offensive line, again, as we've been saying all night, they did a great job blocking. They got up to the second level to the backers, and Galindo, just a great run.
Looked like he came out of a gun. We're going to have a quick pass over to Casadas. He makes a man miss. Touchdown, Artesia. 8:10 to go here in the third quarter, and the Bulldogs score quick.
Well, it seemed like on that drive, maybe the coaches challenged our players at halftime to let's go out there and no letdowns, no slow down, and we did a really good job on offense on that drive.
Almendares, Fisher, Elias, Velasquez, Chacon, that offensive line just doing everything tonight right. All right, we're going to swing out of the swinging gate and line up for the normal PAT, which means nothing. We may go do something different out of this. Yeah. Or we could just kick a PAT. You never know.
You keep them guessing.
43-0 is our score. Snap back, hold is down, kick is up, and the kick is going to sneak through, I think. Boy, it just did. Did that get touched?
No, it did not get touched, but it just got over the bar there.
All right, that touchdown was presented by Robbie Burgess at Artesia Ford Sales. You'll score a winning deal when you visit with Robbie at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. We'll come back for a kickoff. The Bulldogs now lead 44-0 with 8:09 to go in the third quarter.
Dooley's Auto Sales has made the move to their brand new location at 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia. But don't take my word for it.
I'm Blaze. And I'm Ashton. We got what you're looking for at Dooley's Auto Sales.
Dooley's has a great selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and even heavy-duty work trucks.
And like my grandpa always said,
I'll sell you a car that you want. If I ain't got it, I can get it. If I can't get it, nobody can.
come see us at our new location, 1212 South 1st Street in Artesia.
All right, Parrish lines it up on the X. The Bulldogs lead 44-0 with 8:09 to go here in the third quarter. And we'll see if he goes deep again, if he goes pop fly, if he goes onside, if he goes squib, if he goes left, right. He's got it all. Here's a kick. He's going to go deep, high and deep, driving back to the 6 this time. Bulldogs defenders are down there, but pretty good blocking as he goes down the sideline, going to get out past the 30-yard line. I saw a Bulldog rushing down there, and I didn't see who he was. He stayed in his lane, but they picked him up. Good block there by the Lovington Wildcats.
Good blocking, and again, Elijah Rivero, he's just a sophomore, and he runs the ball hard. He runs north and south, gets down the field, and he got all the way to the 32 there. Good job by him on that return.
So, yeah, because he caught that at the 6-yard line, so it gets all the way out to the 32. Lovington will break the huddle, and they're going to go in that little, they're going to go trips to the short side of the field, which is the far from us here in the press box. Now he brings in motions for trips to the wide side. He's going to look to the short side, throw a stop route, and Bulldogs right there, nowhere to go, pick up a 3. Basically where he caught it's where he was tackled.
Seems like they made a little adjustment at halftime, going to the empty set more often now in the second half. And, well, when you're down 44 points, you're going to spread it out and just try to get down the field.
Several Bulldogs in on that tackle. And like I said, when he caught the ball, he had a Bulldog right in his face, and he turned and he got hit right in his face.
Yeah.
There was 3 dogs there, so pick up a 3. Second down and 7. Bunch set to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Running back to the left. He's going to turn. He's going to throw it out here to the left side on a little screen, and just falls down. Bulldogs were coming to get him, but he falls down. Loss of about 2.
Well, we had one of our backup cornerbacks there on the play, Jacob Ortega. He saw the play coming and did a great job. He set the edge on the outside, forced him back in the inside, and a loss of a yard there. It was a good play by him.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9. We're down to 6:19 and counting here in the third quarter. As Wildcats taking some time there in their huddle. They'll break the huddle, and they're going to have a bunch. They're going to bring everybody in tight, receivers and everybody. Quarterback Gomez takes a snap. Bulldog is getting a little bit of pressure. It's going to be thrown and caught. Good catch, good throw. It's a first down pickup of about 10 yards.
Yeah, it was good rhythm there by Gomez and Cesar Gonzalez there. He had his feet. He was able to get his feet set, which he hadn't been able to much tonight with our defensive line pressure. He set his feet, made a really good throw on the outside there.
And number 23 was on the defense there. Good job.
Yeah,
by
he's
him.
forced out by that's Jaden Hudson.
On
the
this
play
side.
there.
Also in on the tackle or push out of bounds was Johnson, number 11, one of the linebackers. So 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. As the Wildcats have trips to the far side, they're going to drop it back and throw a little tunnel screen underneath and breaking through, getting all the way to the Bulldog side of things to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 11, first down.
Yeah, we have quite a few backups in the game tonight. Again, Brody McDonald was in on that play. Also out there on the play was number 30, Angelo Silvas, who came in on the D-line there. He showed some good hustle getting back to the ball.
All right, we're under 5 minutes to go, 44-0, Bulldogs lead as Lovington huddles up, now breaks the huddle. Trips to the wide side, far side from us here in the press box. They're going from the north to the south here in the third quarter. They're going to bring a man in motion. Nope, he's just talking to the guy down here. He's going to turn, hand it off. Bulldogs meet him in the hole, and that's a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, and that's Johnson's brother came into the game. That's Cody Johnson on that play, and he just collapsed on that run. Really good job coming from the outside, flat down the line, met him in the backfield. Good play by Cody.
So a loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bulldog 47-yard line, 4:20 and counting here at the bowl. Trips to the far side, ball near the near hash, one receiver to the near side. Running back to the right of Gomez in the shotgun. Snap is back. Bulldogs are going to bring 4. Turn, he's going to throw it deep. Great coverage down here by the Bulldogs, and that was just good coverage by number 32 for Artesia.
Yeah, number 32 there is Jacob Ortega. Again, as cornerback, you're taught to use the sideline as your extra defender there, and he did a great job forcing him to the sideline for the incomplete pass.
He was running step for step with him, looking at him all the way down, and when he saw the receiver, start to raise his hands, he turned, and there was some contact, but when you turn and look back for the ball, that's not pass interference.
Yep.
And in case somebody's thought he might have, but there was a little contact, but it was not pass interference. So it'll be 3rd down and 12 as Gomez takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looking to be a throwback. He's going to throw back. Bulldogs play it pretty well.
Oh.
He does catch it, but he's immediately tackled by number 42 of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was great defense by Cody Johnson out there. Just a really good athletic play there. What number is that? Number 4, so that's Alec Holguin. Really good athletic play. Looked like he almost caught it on his back.
Yeah, he didn't know it was coming. He was chasing him out of that backfield on the throwback. It wasn't wide open. We saw a throwback last week by the Bulldogs that went for a touchdown against Cleveland, but the Bulldogs knew that play could be, that was in the playbook, and they covered it pretty good. It was a pickup. It's 4th down and 3. Try to draw us off sides, don't go, so now they bring pressure to the Bulldogs, and that throw is behind the receiver. Turnover on downs, which is 2nd time tonight the Bulldog defense has caused that. 1st and 10 for Artesia.
Yeah, it was a good play. We had our backup middle linebacker in there, number 14, Axel Hartley. He picked up the receiver on the inside, and it was an errant throw there. It was an errant throw there behind the receiver, but good job by the Bulldog defense.
All right, so coming in to play quarterback is going to be Casadas, number 17. Normally our starting slot. He is the junior quarterback, and we've seen him a couple times this year. Got a couple of sophomore quarterbacks on the sideline as well. So no lack of depth in the quarterback spot, as Casadas is pretty good.
Well, and the good thing about him, he brings that little extra thing there. He can run the football as well.
All right, he's going to take the snap. I didn't catch who his running back was, but he's going to fake the handoff. He is going to run it. Gets to the 40, cuts inside a man, bulls forward, and he's going to pick up about 5. 1st and 5 for the Bull, or 2nd down and 5 for the Bulldogs.
It looked like the running back there was Potter, and he faked the handoff. Again, he has that extra element there where he's going to run the ball.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Artesia Bulldogs. 1:26 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Been a running clock. 44-0 Artesia. Casadas with the running back to his right. He's got slots and wideouts in the A formation look. Snap is back, turn, hand it off. Defense played it pretty well, but he gets around that corner to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 30. Boy, he did a good job going right down the sideline. Who was that running back?
That's Bryce Potter. At running back there, number 44.
One of our sophomores.
Yeah, like we said, we have a good class coming up in that sophomore class. Good blocking by the line, but he got on the outside and he went for it.
He is really fast, and he's just a sophomore, and he does a good job running down the sidelines as we just saw there. So they mark him down at the 34-yard line of the Lovington Wildcats. We're under 35 seconds to go before they break the huddle. They should get one more play here in the 3rd quarter. Down to 25 seconds as Casadas with Parra to his left. Snap is back. He's going to fake the handoff. Throw the little screen over here to number 86. Boy, he's got a lot of guys in front of him. He breaks through down inside the 25 to about the 21-yard line, and that was number 86.
Yeah, it's Trent Eglin out there on the outside. Yeah, another sophomore. He did a really good job. He followed his blockers coming inside there. Again, he had open space. Good job getting the 1st down.
All right, so the score at the end of 3, 44-0 as the clock ticked on off. All the cheerleaders, previous year's cheerleaders that wanted to, are on the field cheering on homecoming. Bulldogs 44, Lovington 0. 4th quarter coming up.
September is National Peripheral Artery Disease Awareness Month. Peripheral artery disease, also known as PAD, is a condition that impacts more than 8 million Americans. PAD is caused by the buildup of plaque in the arteries, which then reduces blood flow from the heart to the arms or legs. When undetected, PAD can lead to heart disease, stroke, or even amputation. The good news is that PAD is preventable and treatable. Learn more about the risk factors and symptoms at artesiageneral.com/PAD awareness.
Heading into the fourth quarter, the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Lovington Wildcats 44-0. And would you look up some? I forgot to ask you. Would you look up some scores?
Yep.
Roswell was up big when last time we looked.
They were 49-0 on Clovis, and there's 6 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
So they got a running clock there as well. And then we know that Goddard beat Gadsden last night over in Gadsden. Gadsden was 4-1 coming into that ball game. All right. Casadas looking over. He's got trips to the near side. Fake the handoff. Going to throw the screen. And catching it is number 81, but then he is tackled for looks like about a 1-yard loss.
That's Crescencio Cuellar on the catch there. Again, Lovington played good defense. Tackled him behind the line there for a loss.
So it'll be 2nd down and 11 for the Bulldogs as we go. We'll probably be under 11 minutes time they get this play in.
Again, if the Bulldogs score here, it's going to be game over, 50-0.
Did we ever see a Mayfield and Belen score?
I'm looking it up right now. It doesn't look like they have put in a score for that game.
A formation look. Casadas looking over to his left. He's going to turn, hand it off to Pata. He's going to go into the middle of that line and just push forward for a pickup of about 6.
Yeah, he did a really good job there. Again, number 78, which we don't have on the lineup, made a good play there. But Potter did a good job. He drug him for about 3 or 4 yards.
3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs as they'll break the huddle. 10:45 and counting. As Casadas has Potter to his left. A formation look. Snap is back. Going to drop the throw. Going to throw the out route. It's going to bounce there. So the intended receiver was number 82 for the Bulldogs.
Number 80 is Jet Fuentes.
Oh, another sophomore. So a lot of sophomores getting in there.
Yeah, and it was open. It was just underthrown ball there by Casadas.
Okay, so the Bulldogs are looking like they're going to kick a field goal here. As coming in is Finley Rascon.
Maybe. You never know.
Well, that's true. But that's what they're lining up for.
That's what they're lining up for.
And so...
well, a lot of times in games like this is really good practice because you never know when you're going to need a field goal.
Right. And this is going to be a 34-yard attempt for Philip Finley Rascon. Casadas through the hold. Snap is back. Hold is down. It's blocked. Oh, I thought it was blocked. That's just short. I think he got a hand on it. That ball came out of there funny, and it does fall about a yard short.
Yeah, number 5 there, Patrick Sanchez for Lovington. It didn't look like anybody touched him.
Yeah.
To be honest, he came right up the middle. Definitely affected that kick.
Well, there's something that, you know, that coaches are going to be able to coach. They're going to say, look, we need to make those. You know, we got to block people. We got to do things. So there's always things you work on. The Bulldogs have played pretty flawless tonight, but there's still things that the coaching staff, both from watching it live and then watching film, and then putting in the film in front of the players, are going to be able to talk about things that they can improve upon for next week. Turn, handoff in the backfield. He's going to get around the right side. He makes a man miss, spins, and he's finally tackled at about the 26-yard line. See where they mark him down. I think we got a lot of new players in there for the Bulldogs. Coming in is 38, just come on the field. Who's that young man?
38 is Miguel Soto.
Also in there is number 18.
That's Brody McDonald.
And we've already talked about him a little bit.
And 47 is Tootie McNeil. He's out on our right cornerback.
He's a sophomore, and he's a good one. I've watched these sophomores because I've got a nephew that's out on not on the field right now. He plays on the offensive side, but that's a sophomore. But they're a good group. Snap is back. He's going to turn, fake the handoff. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be knocked around. Boy, good. You know, he was about a step behind, but when the ball got there, he broke it up. Who is that young man? See if we can catch his number.
Yeah, he's coming off the field here. It looks like that's number
33. 23. I got a good look, I think.
23 is Jaden Hudson.
Okay. Well, and who's 33? It was one either.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Idel Villa.
Okay. It might have been 33. Idel is a sophomore. And no, it was 23. Just got shoved there. All right, so here's a big 3rd down for the defense. Snap is back. Quarterback's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw it down the field, and it's going to be caught for a first down. He got behind the defender that time, number 26 for the Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, Gomez, that was a really good pass. Like you said, it's hard rolling out to that side and then throwing against your body, and he made a really good pass. Rivero snuck behind our defender there, and that was probably their biggest play from the line of scrimmage tonight.
So all the way into Bulldog territory at the 34-yard line, be 1st and 10. 7:07 and counting as the Wildcats quarterback Gomez takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right side. He's being chased over there. Throws it, and it's going to be caught by number 26, kind of in that zone. Coming across there, he's going to be tackled, but not after a pickup of 14.
Again, Rivero looks to be one of his favorite targets tonight. Really good sophomore for the Lovington Wildcats. And then Miguel Soto, a really good tackle there. Made really good contact right after Rivera caught the ball for the first down.
1st and 10 at the Bulldog 20-yard line is the Lovington Wildcats. Going against the younger version of the defense. Pumps it. He throws it to his running back at the 25, and he'll fall down and then be engulfed by 2 or 3 Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was Anson Marquez out there as a slot, and Gomez hit him for a short gain there. Good job by Bulldog defense rallying and getting to the ball.
Second down and 8 for the Wildcats, as we're going to get under 6 minutes here before the snap is taken. So a good chance here for the younger defenders, 2nd and 13 guys, to rise up, see if we can keep it a scoreless game for the Lovington Wildcats. Gomez takes a snap, rolls to his right, being chased. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Tipped up there, intercepted. Coming out of there with it is the Bulldogs, and he's into the 15-yard line, still fighting forward, and he'll finally be tackled at the 16, and we'll see who that is.
Yeah, it was really, he was in the right spot there. Lovington Wildcat came up and tried to make the catch, and then it was tip drill.
35.
35 is Hayden Harcrow there on the reception.
And is he a junior?
Hayden Harcrow, he is a junior.
Junior DB with the interception. And that interception was huge. It keeps the game scoreless for the Wildcats, just like the awesome deal you'll intercept from Perry Connor at Artesia Ford Sales. Go Bulldogs. We have a new quarterback in. I think it's Derek Warren. Snap is back. Turns. He throws it to the left side. It's caught over there and struggling forward out to about the 24-yard line is who? Was that Jet Whitmire or was that?
I couldn't see who came off that pile there, to be honest with you.
I think it was 80. What is Jet Whitmire's number? 86?
That's Trent Eglin.
Okay, so it was Trent Eglin, I think, on that reception. And so Derek Warren will run another play. We're down to 4 minutes and 28 seconds here as a standard A formation look. Looks over the defense. The sophomore quarterback, snap is back, going to run the speed option, pitch it. That's probably Para. And he will bull forward out to about the 27-yard line before he's stopped and pushed back.
Yeah, Caden Beauregard was on the outside there blocking for him. Good little speed option there. And good enough for a first down.
All right, so quarterback is Warren, right? He is number 16. I hope I'm calling the right name.
That's correct.
Derek Warren. He'll get his marching orders from Coach Moppin, come back out onto the field. 3:50 and counting. It was a first down pickup, so 1st and 10 for Artesia. Snap is back. Going to throw a little screen to open. It's dropped. I think that was Jack Byers. He was looking to run before he got it.
He got excited. He knew there was green turf out in front of him, and he just ran before he caught the ball.
All right, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Clock still rolling, 3:20 and counting. A formation look. Warren takes a look over the defense. Man goes in motion. It's number 34. He's going to toss it to him. We'll get that number for you here in just a minute. And he's going to try to get around that corner, but unable to. It'll be a loss of 1.
Yeah, 34 is Jet Whitmire. Goes in motion and takes the ball around the left edge.
So a loss of about 1. It'll be, oh, no, they got him back to the line of scrimmage. No, they didn't. They're going to move it back. Loss of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Bulldog offense. And we're down to a lot of sophomores here on the offensive side of things. And Really good club, the sophomores. They had not lost a game since their 8th grade year. They'd been undefeated until last night. They got beat 14-13 in Alamogordo playing Centennial. But they are a great group coming up for the Artesia Bulldogs.
This is good experience for them.
Great experience. Warren's going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it that way. Oh, and then it drops out of the hands of Whitmire.
Yes.
So it'll be 4th and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, it was good design. Warren got on the outside, rolling out there. Whitmire was open, and he just couldn't bring it in.
So Coach Maupin calls for the punt unit. They'll come out with 2:03 and counting. And they hadn't started the play clock yet, so they've got plenty of time. They can run off another 20 seconds before they punt it. Diego Weston, the punter for the Bulldogs. So 44-0 as we go under a minute, or under 2 minutes. We're down to 1:45 and counting. Bulldogs have this one wrapped up. They're going to go 6-0 on the season. They're the number 1 ranked team in the state regardless of class. Obviously the number 1 ranked team in 4A. That's going to be blocked. How did he get that off? There were 3 Wildcats right there, and he got it between them.
Well, and I know I've practiced blocking punts, and it looked like all 3 defenders just ran too far because you really want to take the ball out of the foot, right? And so you have to stop a little short. And Diego somehow snuck it through all 3 of the guys trying to block it.
Well, I made the call too soon. I said that's going to be blocked.
It looked
right
like
there. Yeah. I don't know how he got it off, but he did. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 1:19 to go. They take a timeout as they're talking to their entire team over there. The defense out talking to I think it's Coach Rodriguez. I think he stays on the field. Defensive coordinator. I don't think he goes upstairs for games. So, I don't know. Lovington coaches might be saying, hey, let's get a score. We got 1 minute, 19 seconds. Let's get a score. It'll be against our sophomores probably, but that's okay. I mean, they're going to try to get something going here, the Wildcats. And the Bulldogs, of course, are going to come out of here, as I already said, 6-0 on the season. Travel next week. We're going over to Santa Teresa, so a road trip for the Bulldogs. We've had back-to-back home games, but get to travel again.
On the Lovington side, there's a lot of pride over there in their program as well, and to get some points on the board would be good. Would be some momentum going into their schedule as well.
Snap is back. He's looking to go deep. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. Great catch. That was behind the receiver. He spun and caught that. It was number 26 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and that's Rivero, a sophomore. Gomez put it out there, and he made a great catch.
Snap back. Gomez has to pick it up off the turf. He's looking to his right, then to his left. Throws it over here on the sideline. It goes out of bounds as he's tackled right there. But it doesn't stop the clock. I mean, so out of bounds.
Called a timeout.
Oh, okay. So they call a timeout. We'll take it as well. Stay right here. Bulldogs lead 44-0.
Sun Country Homes and Gardens in Artesia carries plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, desert plants, annual flowers, and seasonal and holiday flowers. Inside the iconic red barn, you will find beautiful home decor, fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. As former 4-H and FFA members, Nora and Marty are proud supporters of the Eddy County Fair. Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 South First Street, Artesia.
Okay, we're back here as the Artesia Bulldogs defense will line up on their own 33-yard line as the Wildcats come off of their sideline after taking their second timeout of the second half.
We have a lot of subs in the game, really good players. Up on the defensive line, number 90, Ulrich Medez is out there. He's a senior. And then we also have Marco Soto, a sophomore, on the defensive line.
Snap is back. He's got trips to the wide side. He's looking over the middle. He's going to be hit right as he releases it. It's caught. And getting down inside the 5-yard line before he's tackled is number 3, I think. And they call their last and final timeout with 36 seconds to go to the Lovington Wildcats. We'll go ahead and take a timeout as well. 44-0 Bulldogs.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Okay, welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl, KSBP Radio, KSBPTV.com. The Artesia Bulldogs, our Artesia Bulldogs, are going to go 5-0 on this, 6-0 on this season. They lead 44-0. There's 36 seconds left. It's 1st and goal for the Lovington offense at the Bulldog 5-yard line. They're going to try to get a score here and not be shut out. The Bulldogs, of course, going to try to shut them out. And White Hat says, or he blew his whistle, but did not start the clock. All right, so Gomez takes a snap. He's going to roll that way. Bulldogs defense was there, and that's going to be knocked away, incomplete by the Bulldog middle there. And that one of them was number, I think 22. Is the clock still running? They can't stop it now. We're down to 20.
Yeah, it was Rodriguez. He met the ball right there as the receiver was trying to catch it.
Lovington drops back. He throw it, and it's going to be dropped by the receiver. He had a touchdown if he could have held on to it.
That was Alec Olguin out there in the flat from his running back position, and he just could not get the ball in.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. They're going to get a snap off. They're going to throw it deep to the right side, and that's going to be broken up by the Bulldog defense.
Incomplete.
That will. Oh, and then we're going to have some extracurricular. Bulldogs just need to get off the field.
Yeah.
And they do. They turn and run away from that. 44-0 Artesia with the win. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll come back and talk about it, Josh, right after this timeout.
Summer's coming, and you're going to want to hit the road for a little well-deserved vacation time. At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
The Artesia Police Department wants to remind you to lock up your vehicles, take your keys with you, and never leave valuables in your vehicle. If you're looking for a rewarding career in law enforcement, the Artesia Police Department is looking for you. The department is currently hiring certified and uncertified officers. Take advantage of a great retirement plan, paid leave, and medical benefits. Apply in person, online, or call 575-746-5000 for more information. The Artesia Police Department is an equal opportunity employer. And please always remember, don't drink and drive.
What if you could look forward 1 year, 4 years, 40 years? What does the future look like? How will you ignite it? This is where the future gets fueled, where ideas come to life and identities flourish. This is where we define opportunity as individuals and as a pack. Being a Lobo is about so much more than the classes you take. It's about the mark you make on your world, because the journey starts here, but it never ends. What will you ignite?
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now. Try it now.
Jesus tells us in Luke chapter 15 and verse 7, in the same way, there is more joy in heaven over one lost sinner who repents and returns to God than over 99 others who are righteous and haven't strayed away. You know, God's heart is for the one. Do you remember the old movie City Slickers? Billy Crystal is talking to Jack Palance, and he asked Jack, he goes, well, what's life all about? And Jack said, it's one thing. You know, that's God. God has one thing in mind. He knows each of us by name, and he desires that we all come to know him. He wants that one-on-one relationship with you. And it's your choice. Just like what Jack said to Billy Crystal, it's up to you to find your one. And the most important one is God himself. Do you know God? Is he a part of your life? If he isn't, come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ. and let us either introduce or reintroduce you to God the Father.
Whether on the field or buying or selling your home, a winning team makes all the difference. Let Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway in Artesia earn your business and help you score big. They can help you find the home of your dreams. And if you're selling, they have years of experience to get your home sold quickly and professionally. Run it into the end zone. Call and schedule your meeting today, 575-616-2430, or stop by the office at 408 South 1st in the building with the Bulldog mural. Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Enchanted Lands Realtors in Artesia. Proud supporters of Bulldog Sports.
H&R Block of Artesia is proud to be a member of the community and a sponsor of Artesia Bulldog Sports. At H&R Block, tax time is all the time. They offer year-round assistance for personal or business needs. From simple tax questions to bookkeeping, payroll services, and more. You can trust the team at H&R Block to be there when you need them most. Stop by 502 West Texas Suite A in Artesia or call 746-3456 to schedule an appointment. H&R Block, proud to support Bulldog Sports. Se habla español.
Get great service with Pressure Services. Pressure Services LLC specializes in hydrovacs, vacuum trucks, kill trucks, sandblasting and coating, and roustabouts. The Bulldogs are champions on and off the field, and Pressure Services LLC are your champions when it comes to dependable, accountable, and efficient service. When you need it right, Pressure Services will be there for you. Pressure Services LLC, 575-736-1047. Go Bulldog!
Check it out!
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out!
Welcome back here to Bulldog Bowl as the Artesia Bulldogs win 44-0 over the Lovington Wildcats. We go 6-0 on the season, and we've got one more game next week as we travel, Josh, before we get into district, but let's talk about that first.
Yeah, we're going to travel Santa Teresa. They're 0-4, and they're losing 26-0 tonight, so it looks like they're going to go to 0-5. But yeah, that's the game right before our district starts, and we start off with Roswell, which Artesia and Roswell are ranked 1 and 2 in the state right now.
Yeah, regardless of class. So we're 1-2 in 5A, but we're 1-2. We're over all the 6A schools.
Exactly, and we're going to Roswell. We're playing in the Wool Bowl there, and that's always a hard place to play.
Yeah, it is, and so that's a game we're going to look forward to, but the Bulldogs don't need, even though Santa T may not have a victory, they're still going to want to try to win at their place, and so the Bulldogs, again, don't want to have a trap game going into a big matchup with the Roswell Coyotes. So we get that game at the Wool Bowl, and then we get the last two home games. The last two games I think are home, Goddard and Mayfield, and that'll round out our regular season. But great job tonight for the Bulldogs as they shut out the Lovington Wildcats, who we talked about earlier, a high-scoring team. They tried there at the end, but the Bulldogs able to stop them. As time runs out, they get 3 plays from the 5-yard line, and we break up all 3 passes. And so the Artesia Bulldogs come out on top. Want to remind you, missing Robbie Ballou tonight. Of course, Josh Howard, our statistician, filled in perfectly. Thank you, Josh, for doing that and bringing everything you bring to the game. Josh, a former great high school player and college player, and he knows football, so thank you for being here with us.
Yeah, it's fun. Update on Robbie's dad. He is out of the hospital now, and they are at home resting, so that's good news there.
Well, and we continue remembering Mr. Ballou up in your prayers as that sounds great. That's a great report, but can always continue to pray for him. All right, on behalf of all of our crew, Gene Dow, of course, our producer, Jeffrey Curtis, and Bradley Ross, and I think we might have had, and I failed to ask again, I think we probably had another camera person possibly, and of course, my partner tonight, Josh Howard. This is Joby Hodling saying we hope you have a great weekend. And we'll have volleyball action, I think, next week. And, of course, we've got the football game at Santa Teresa right here on KSVP Radio and KSVPTV.com. Go Bulldogs. Have a great weekend.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Board Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Moffett & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sondy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Flow and